How are you, buddy? You look like you enjoyed today's drive.
Oh my goodness!
But you know what the thing is funny is like you feel like you were surprised there was traffic today on a Monday.
No, but I feel like I left plenty early enough.
Nah, I could have told you that. I could have told you that today was a leave with a 7 on it if there ever was one, for sure. And I left at 6.
I got you.
You know, it's one of those days, buddy.
I guess, but like you don't know that before you get in your car.
Oh, I knew it. See, I did know it, though, but I did know it.
If you did that,
I know this city, and I know that when you have to get to Miami and you have to get there at a certain time, I know. Why don't I add an hour and a half to that?
Okay,
just by Miami. That's what it does.
I know.
First thing Tobin does when he gets up is check Golden Glades.
Pretty much.
First thing you got to do.
And I know it's going to be bad.
Well, I didn't go Golden Glades.
What did you
I went the back way.
Oh, another mistake.
Why? No.
Another mistake.
Whoa.
Oh, well, pretty good though. 10:04.
Single digits.
That's not bad.
10:04 for a closer location.
Still trying to get places in 15 minutes, huh?
You were lost?
What?
How do you get lost coming here?
Just come to the big building that says Kasea.
Lost coming here.
You live down here.
Has not moved.
You're one of the people that live down south that brag about how great things are. And, oh, it's great down here. Have you been here? And have you been there? And you got lost?
Crazy, dude. Let's get to some headlines here. Brought to us by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, choose from 300 new Volkswagen models in stock like the Tiguan, the Taos, and the Atlas. And remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. Tonight, we got Monday Night Football. Miami Dolphins taking on the Tennessee Titans at 7:30. Game day on Sensor gets going at 3:30. We obviously have plenty to get to with the Miami Hurricanes and their comeback win over Virginia Tech that the refs, I thought for sure were trying to steal.
Sabotage.
I thought for sure I thought the hose job was into it.
I got in a fight or discussion, we call it,
wow,
with a Canes fan Saturday.
Why?
And let me tell you why. Why, if the call is the call, okay? So if they make the call right and they overturn it, why did you think, oh, I thought the Canes were going to get screwed? The call is the call.
Because they kept saying on the broadcast it was called touchdown, right? Okay.
And there wasn't anything to overturn.
And if there was inconclusive evidence, it would have stayed touchdown.
And you know what? From the second they showed the play, I'm like, there's no way.
There's no way.
You know why? Because, first of all, the guy who had his hand on the ball was out of bounds.
I understand why they call touchdown because I don't think
it's easier to review.
I don't think it completes reviewable. I don't know.
Right.
If it is.
That's why they err on the side of caution.
I was still scared.
It's like the same. But
I was
like, let's not say, like, oh, the Canes almost got scred.
They did.
No, you didn't.
I saw it.
I didn't say they almost got screwed. I just thought they were going to get screwed.
The fix was in. I seen it.
That's it. If you're a fan of the other team, so Virginia Tech think they got screwed?
Oh, they do think they got screwed.
Yeah, no, for sure.
No, they for sure thought
I've
they got
heard
screwed.
a lot. I've heard a lot.
I don't know.
Wait, when is it? The call is the call.
I don't understand what you're meaning there.
The call is the call.
The call is touchdown.
Yeah,
but you said why they call it that because they err on the side of caution. You can always overturn it the other way.
Right.
Okay. But once they come down with the final results, why does anybody think they got screwed? It wasn't a touchdown.
It wasn't
simple as that.
Scared me.
So it doesn't mean that Virginia Tech got screwed because they call it a touchdown, or it doesn't mean Miami almost got screwed because they called it a touchdown. They got it right. It wasn't a touchdown. So why is anybody complaining when you can't complain about something that never was a touchdown?
Understandable, but I just don't think the angle was definitive enough. It was
weird.
But
here's the
weird
thing.
Angle.
It was pretty
when they showed him going back.
Yeah,
the dude's shoulders were pointing over here.
Yeah.
That supposedly caught the ball.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he turned back.
And the other thing that killed it was the cane was out of bounds about the touchdown.
Right. That's the most important thing right there.
And that was the determination. Like that.
Right.
Once the ball touches a guy who's out of bounds,
it's out. It's done.
It's done.
Right. So whether he caught it or not, is a moot point because
I was kind of mad that it even got to that point, to be honest with you.
well, at that point, listen. At that point, look, and you're gonna have a bunch of games like this, right? Where you don't play your best, the other team's playing flawless, right? And what you have to do is get out of there with a win.
Right.
Everybody gets so consumed with, oh, they're not blowing this team out because somebody in Vegas said it's a 16-point spread and the win is not important. The win is important, okay? Because guess what? When you lost against Georgia Tech last year, everybody's like, why couldn't we just get out there with a win? Who cares about the point spread? So, look, they won. Cam was great. Even though with the turnovers, you still don't win the game without Cam.
Oh, well,
So-
I think that's the only thing I come out of the Canes game with, which I'm happy about because I'd rather just take the Heisman Trophy winner. But what?
One thing happens and then the other thing happens.
I don't want to quibble.
Which means
I don't want to quibble.
if you don't win,
my bigger point is
if you don't win games, your guy ain't gonna win the Heisman.
Right. But I guess the thing that I came out of it with, are we more Cam or nothing than I thought? Because he's just that good.
Okay.
That's the only thing I came out of it,
Now-
which I don't care because he's on the team.
Okay.
Okay. That's like it's like a Jimmy Butler thing. Like, who cares? We have Jimmy Butler. But like, who cares?
Okay.
We have Cam Ward. That was the only thing. But I'm with you. Showed guts. Could have
Right.
got other Canes teams. I think could have wilted.
Right. And that's how you can move forward with this, is that you look at last year's Georgia Tech game. You look at some of the games last year where they got punched in the mouth and folded, right? And they didn't have that fight where, look, you fight till the end, right? So now you see your team, you go out there, and no matter what, they're fighting. Now they ain't tackled very well, which is like so frustrating.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
You want your guy to break tackles, but when the other team,
How many yards did that running back have? It
I don't
seemed like
know,
every
it
time he
seemed like
touched the
whenever
ball,
he needed 5 or 6, he
Oh
got
my
5 or
God.
6.
got as much as he needed.
All right.
And I don't know why on God's green earth, with the way that game was going, right? Unless the coach thought that we needed to score more points, that he would go a fake field goal.
Oh, thank God.
I don't understand that.
We
either.
needed
That was
that.
really dumb.
Ooh, that was good.
All right, we're gonna get everybody settled in here. We're over at Heat Media Day. We don't know how it's gonna go. You know how it is. It's chaotic. So everybody just be on your toes. We should have a lot of fun here today. We're live from the Kaseya Center. We got a football night. We got a Canes game to celebrate. Lots to dive into here on the show. Back with more after this. boy wonder himself, Tyler Herro, joining the program. Hello, Tyler.
What's up, guys?
It's good to have you again.
How's it going?
Top of the top.
We were just talking a little NCAA football, and you were giving
College
Leroy
football.
the business.
Yeah, but he did say, "Oh, I didn't know. You got to support. Where you went to school." But he said, "Oh, you went
You
to
got
Michigan? Yeah, I got to."
In do they even have an NCAA hoops? Like, do you always have to play Kentucky?
They were you saying the basketball?
Yeah, if you
I'm
play,
saying, like,
if you play basketball,
is there even a college basketball NCAA?
No,
There should be.
No.
I love players
The
would change
football
the
the football just makes so much more money. I feel like that is a staple that college football is.
football
So is
in general.
basketball, but football is. Everyone loves the football game.
Those fans are rabid up there, though. Like, you got the Kentucky. My uncle's a rabid Kentucky Wildcats fan. He actually told me about you when you guys drafted you and Bam, because it was like anytime you guys draft Kentucky, I'm like, I always get the scouting report from you guys. It's insane, that arena.
No, it is. I mean, the whole Lexington just loves that whole Kentucky campus, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, whatever it is. They're diehard fans. It's the only, besides Louisville, they're the only real like sports team in the state. So they really support and come out hard for Kentucky.
How was the summer? Any? It looked like you had yourself a time, man. Did you have an album come out? I thought you put like a little Instagram. Looked like I saw a snippet. I think I saw you in the lab.
No, I had a great summer. Had a lot of fun. Definitely excited to be back though. Definitely.
So no album.
No, I'm not. I don't have an album. I like to dibble and dab.
It's like a hobby. Like, you like to do that as fun.
But I'm not releasing any music anytime soon. So
This is like probably one of the longer off seasons you've had, right?
yeah,
I was since you've been here.
That's what I said. I was ready to get back and just into like a routine. Felt like I was hanging out too long.
Yeah, so you start feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be doing something.
I know I'm working out, but I need to fill my day with a little bit more than just working out. So I'm excited to be back.
From your standpoint, like, how did you take the end of last year? Like, you guys obviously didn't feel like you had all your horses there at the end. Such a bitter rivalry with Boston. So, like, when you reflect back on that, like, what did you, I guess, take from the ending of that season?
I mean, obviously, the whole year we were kind of banged up from beginning to the end. So really, we didn't have much of a chemistry of me, Jimmy, and Bam. Also didn't play much together, and then you had Terry into the mix, and he ended up going down, or I went down first, then he went down, and then Jimmy goes down before the playoffs. So it was just it was a tough situation to be in. Obviously, we were very motivated to win and try to beat the Celtics. We were I think they were the only team that beat them once, right? Us and
I think did he get one?
Someone else, but either way, it wasn't good enough. But it was a tough situation to be in, obviously. But you reflect on it, and everyone's back healthy, and we're ready to roll.
A lot of people have asked about like you and Terry, because we never really got to see that. Like, as soon as you got back, he got hurt with the weird neck thing.
Yeah.
Did you guys like spend any time together this summer, getting to know each other a little bit better, or anything that you feel like will help mesh that that kind of unknown going into this year?
I mean, we hung out definitely quite a bit in the summer. So I mean, we're definitely friends. We don't hate each other. We'll see how it works on the court, but we hung out, and we like I said, we're cool. So
I always wonder how that works, because a lot of times people predetermine how it's going to fit together.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are trying to make it work together.
Right.
And so you go into it with a whole different mindset.
Right.
You go into it like, oh, I like this, you like this, or whatever. How long does that really take? Because now that you have a personal relationship and you're friends, it kind of helps with that, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, anytime you're playing with someone that you like is easier, because you want to see their success. You want them to be successful, and ultimately you're happy for them when they're doing their thing. So at the end of the day, I think there will be some things we have to work out, as every year we have to do that no matter who's on the team. So we'll work it out, and we'll just continue to see how it goes and continue to get better with it. And we have two really good guards, and obviously you add Duncan to it too. And so I think our backcourt is really, really good.
I would agree with that. I think I saw on your social media there was a posting of a ranking that you may have. I'm just interpreting, so you tell me if I'm right or wrong. It could be something, could be nothing. Did you find the ranking of 87 to be a slap in the face? Did you find that to be too low? What was the reasoning behind that?
Yeah,
Because I do.
No, I think it's too low. But I don't make the rankings. If I made my rankings, it would be a little bit different than that. So everyone
should, right?
Everyone has their own opinion, and it's cool. So I'm cool with it.
How much do you find stuff like that? Like, do you find that stuff motivating anymore, or is it like has it become less so because you're a guy you're used to, honestly, dealing with the noise and you deal with it well?
Yeah, honestly, it hasn't even got to. I'm always motivated. I got 2 beautiful kids that motivate me enough. So like a ranking, honestly, is more of like I look at that ranking and kind of just laugh. Like, honestly.
Wait. I'm gonna tell you what you do. You look at the list and you go, "Hey, you see this guy right here?"
And I respect everybody on the list.
You respect everybody, but again, it's from what you believe you are, not from them. And so you look at the list and go.
There's also players on the list that I've seen throughout the summer. We played one-on-one. We shot. We did our thing.
And they don't know that, though. Right.
And they don't know that. And those players might even tell you that they're not better than me from what I've done to them. So I'm not even going to –
Wait a minute.
In the summer. I'm not saying in the games.
Well, so I'm accurate then.
Yeah. So I said,
you still remember the guy who replaced you with.
Oh, yeah. I remember when they shipped me out of Baltimore and they brought in Bam Morris. I still got his stats.
That's what makes us who we are,
Right, because like I'm like you. It's okay though. It's okay to think you say, "Oh no, he ain't better than me," and you go out there and see. I told y'all, like that's.
Yeah, like I said though, I respect everyone that was on the list and definitely excited to see how they perform as well. So
yeah,
it's cool.
You, as a dad, do you have a number one cartoon you secretly like to watch the kids? Bluey.
It's gotta be Bluey too.
Paw Patrol.
It's okay. We want that.
So right now, we did like a Mickey Mouse tour at Disney World.
So they not. Oh yeah.
Right now it's Mickey Mouse. We've went through. There's a show called Coco.
Coco Melon.
Yep.
It's not Coco Melon.
No, it's not different.
It's different. Yeah, Coco's different from Coco Melon.
Watch out.
You gotta know.
I apologize for disrespect. My kids have gotten out of that age range.
You better not put the wrong thing on the TV for them kids.
Nah, man.
This ain't Mickey, Daddy. This is not Mickey. What are we doing?
Really. It's crazy.
Muska. Tyler, appreciate the time, man. Thanks so much.
Thanks, man.
And we're done. I was having some fun.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Tyler, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a great day. Miami Heat Media Day.
Hey, tell Dunks I'm looking for him.
Oh, God.
Tyler, Herro, boy wonder. We appreciate him stopping by the program there.
Hey, next time you send us a list, it's okay if you draw a couple of lines, under the names that we talking about, so we can be on the same page.
All right, there you go. We got a lot of things working here.
The crazy thing is, you know what I hate about sports?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we talk to these guys, and you like them, and they're personable, and like we've always been that way.
Yep.
Then the season starts, something happens, and you trade them.
That's not true.
That is right.
That's not fair.
Oh, that's right.
That's fair.
No, it happens.
No.
Hey, he's
most of
just
but
like
you would say
that same paper that
that's not
Tyler
fair.
had
That's
on
not
the
fair.
back. You got trade.
That's not fair.
You come on, dude.
I ride the wave of the season.
That's what I'm saying.
I ride the wave of the
And-
season.
okay,
However it
and
goes,
that's
it
fine.
goes.
That's fine.
He's a prisoner of his emotions.
That's fine. But I'm just saying, it seems like that and what you do would be more difficult after having a conversation with these guys.
Right.
But it doesn't.
Well,
it doesn't because
we'll take
big
a break.
game hunting.
We had to break format there a little bit, but Dan, be on your toes, Dan, because I never know when people are popping in and out here. So we'll take a break and be back with more after this. Welcome back, everybody.
Who's the winner?
Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. We're live from Miami.
We're live.
Appreciate Tyler Herro for stopping by the show.
I'm trying to think if I want a little action since I got a little cush.
You did good yesterday.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's right. With your prize picks.
5 out of 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
Well done.
Yes, sir.
Good job by you. Good job by you. Was there a thing in the NFL Sunday that you
was terrified of? Yeah. I didn't realize that the weather was terrible in New York. And I had Aaron Rodgers to go.
The
Seems
Jets.
like he's out of there.
And remember, I talked about it. Like, all right.
Dude, I was
Hey, by the way, win-win.
Hey,
Where's Vlad? Where's Vlad?
Wasn't he supposed to be
Where's
Dan
Vlad?
Day today?
where's Vlad?
Where's Vlad? Yeah, win-win. So I was like, there's no chance I have a win in this because between the two teams, they had 20 yards of offense in the first quarter. So I'm like, there's no way I win this game, right? No way. So I go, I just dismiss it. And so after the game was over, I looked and I'm like, wow, the Jets lost. Maybe they were playing catch up, right? Then I looked at Aaron, 1 yard. 1 yard. I had to get more than 223 and a half. He ended up with 225.
Wow.
I'm like, wow.
I thought for sure, I was watching that game and I thought for sure, I'm like, Sean Payton, I'm like, just go for it, dude. Like, try and kill this thing.
Why?
Because they're going to have the kicker. The kicker, like, it's windy, it's nasty weather. You're going to give him more space to essentially set up a winning field goal. Like, I thought they should have just gone for it. And they didn't. And so I thought for sure the Jets were going to win.
Right, because, see, what people don't realize about a long field goal, if it's 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, and you go for it, and you don't get a yard, okay, say the ball's on the 30, say on the 40-yard line, make it a 57-yarder, right? So the ball's placed on the 57-yard line. Then if I take and go for it, it stays there, right on the 40-yard line. If I kick a field goal, they now get the ball on the 47 because it goes where you kick the field goal. So one of the reasons why I would go for it, either go for it or punt, because you're giving up yards if you miss.
Right.
And that's what happened. They get 7 more yards.
I got the point. Like, you were going to say, oh, I need them now because they would have gone up 4. So you're like, okay, now they have to score a touchdown. I'm like,
in these conditions where no touchdowns were scored. Now, that's almost seemed like you being super aggressive. But kicking in that building, I don't know what it is about New York. It's always windy. The wind's always swirling. And you could kick a ball that goes straight and then just make a right-hand turn. So, like, that's the other thing. But I was thinking, okay, punt it. Just if you have a 20-yard punt, the chances of Aaron Rodgers going from his own 20 to field goal range, right, based on the way the game has gone, is nearly impossible.
Well, he was the next one who was, look, man, I don't know. He got the snot kicked out of him.
Ooh, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And it always seemed like it always seemed like they were jumping on the back of his legs because he couldn't get away.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm always going.
Yeah. I felt the same way.
Right.
I felt the same way. I know he was saying, like, the weather stunk. My throw stunk too.
It was, I mean, did you see Bo Nix? What does he have, baby hands?
Oh, look at him, man.
There he is.
The great Jason Jackson. Paul, you want to work for us? We want to pull up for a second, Jax? Yeah, pretty much. Jason Jackson, the great Jason Jackson, popping on.
Y'all
here.
think he could talk on the radio? Play 18 holes with him.
Better not bring your kids. That's the thing. By the way, I'm so tired of that M on your left breast right now. I had to fly to Michigan, to Detroit, to get to Bowling Green for homecoming.
Okay.
Right. Ooh. And which was awesome. It's until we lost to Old Dominion on the last play. But it was Parents Weekend. Ann Arbor. So every Michigan parent from 6 counties and seemingly the whole world, both in Detroit and MIA. So I've had enough. Congratulations on your little win. We'll see you.
Hey,
we'll
don't
see
worry.
you at the end of November.
So
sir.
me and Metcalf went to the Texas game.
Oh, look at you.
And we've been waiting for it for 30 years. You know, Michigan never played Texas. We there. So we went to the game. It was it was terrible. But you can clearly see where they are versus where the other teams are in the country, because Texas looked really good.
All I can see is there's a lot of tuition coming from South Florida going to Ann Arbor. I mean, Concourse H was packed with folks going up there with their credit cards and checks to make sure everybody's how you guys doing?
We're good.
Good.
I heard you.
Welcome back.
It's great to be back. I heard you and Amy on the Goron game this summer.
How about that?
I enjoyed that very
much. Was that special? How about 3 countries represented in that broadcast? As the game itself is in Slovenia. I'm in Miami and Amy is in Canada.
That was a great.
Wow.
It was like, all right, I don't know what they're saying in Slovenian, but it sounded good.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was pretty cool to see Chris Bosh back on the court.
Oh my goodness, man! I think I went too long on that. By the way, I almost forgot who was scoring this game because just seeing those two on the floor, you think about that period of time when they were together. If they could have spent more time together,
for sure,
what would have been the reality of Heat postseason experience?
No doubt. It's like it's one of those weird what ifs. But I thought it was just cool that he went. You know, because I don't think we see CB in the public eye as much anymore. So for him to do that for Goron on this kind of what if you're going to be reminded of it, I thought was really cool by him.
No doubt. And the fact that he was out there running up and down the floor, and it was just what do you all have on the show? I believe it's Goosey's.
That's right.
I believe that's how that works. Yeah, that was 2.5 hours of that.
I think the crazy thing is that Chris Bosh was one of the first ADs as far as the guy that was dynamic playing out, you know, outside. And so now you look at all these other guys and you're like, man, we had the first. We had one of the first to be that special and be able to do that many different things at that length.
The thing I remember most and appreciate most about him, outside of the fact that he was great for us,
right?
Okay, was he of the big three, and God bless them all, they all made us rich, is that he was so genuine in his listening and answering of our questions, which, by the way, has very little to do with us, even though we have our egos, right?
For sure.
It has to do with the fact of understanding who we're communicating with. And oftentimes you can forget that all of us are only here due to the fan, period.
Right.
All of us, the broadcast, the seats in the arena, our corporate partners, the games themselves are only as popular as people will make them. And I felt like there was I always said that he could have gone to Georgia Tech without basketball. Like that, he just had that level of connection and awareness mentally, apparently to be an engineer beyond playing basketball. But of the guys that came here and had to adjust, of the 3 of them, he had to adjust the most.
Right.
And all 3 of them were already franchise guys, right? Had already put themselves in the highest echelon of history of 3 different franchises. And the fact that he would change himself so much offensively also paled in comparison to what he changed defensively, because who was a better blitzer than one? Who was better at getting from the paint out to the perimeter, back to the paint, and trusting that movement more than Chris Bosh?
Is there a thing on this team? Because I know everybody comes out of last year with 38 starting lineups, health, but is there something about this team with either be the young guys or just seeing more guys together and what that dynamic could be? Is there a thing that you go into this camp thinking, I'm very curious to see how this turns out with this roster?
I want to see how pissed everyone is.
Right.
I want that level of disdain, legitimate anger, not hate. Hate that's too much. It's too much. It's way too emotional. You can't even control yourself when you're in that space. But just looking around going, wait a minute. Not that we're going to rest on the laurels of what we've done, but why is there no respect for what we've done when we've been healthy? What? Just none. It doesn't exist.
Right.
And so there should be a consistent message from Sioux Falls to the two-way players, to the rotation players, to our starters, that let me just remind you who the bleep we are and how we get down when we are together in this unit playing the way that we can play. Yes, in our parts, but that there now has to be kind of what Spo was talking about in his press conference this morning. What does this group do together? How does it lift those first 4 guys and whoever's going to be the 5th on top of everybody else that's rotating in? And I think that's got to be fueled by a constant. It doesn't need to be faux, right? It doesn't need to be, no one thought we'd do anything ever, and all that silliness. It is simply respect me for the professional that I am and the ability that we have as a unit. And that should be something that can carry you. And there's always those first 20. We're all excited about the first 20 games.
Yep.
We all are. What do you do with that middle 40? Because the sprint in the last 20, that's all about positioning, and you're fired up again. That middle 40, man, when everybody's just
Holidays,
you're dragging you behind, right?
holidays,
Attention flares over
right,
to the Super Bowl,
right.
college national championship.
right.
And then when the eyes all swing back around, right when you're in the middle of that 40, are you playing some of your best basketball? Not the very best, but some.
Right. I think the injuries, man.
It's everything.
Like nobody can. It gets to a point where the way the salaries and the contracts work, you lose the wrong 2 or 3 players, you're just not going to be as good as much as you fight. And so I just hope for health. Like you said, I want to see them all play together. We haven't seen it. How's like you do all these games? How is that? Again.
Well, there's a lot of whiteout. Yeah, my spot boards change way too much. I don't want to even discuss it, only because it's everything, right? To have your frontline players, and we can next man up it, we can develop it. Those are all things that are important,
right?
But you want your best players as much as you possibly can, and knock on wood, hopefully. You do all you can to get your body in position to absorb some of that.
Right.
And obviously this team had more time than they wanted to do that. And then you go out there and you have to have some luck.
Right.
You have to.
Did you? What was your reaction this weekend to the Knicks trading for Karl Anthony Towns?
Don't get any of it.
Really?
I don't get any of it.
Just because
none of it.
You just felt like it was that they had the perfect package.
I'm like, you were ascending as the Knicks. You're ascending to something. Nothing's perfect. No. But you're ascending with a group to a certain space. I am of the thinking you don't alter that if you're ascending. Now, if you just look at the Bucks and you look at Philadelphia and you look at Boston and you better look at us and you say, man, we got to do something. We got to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
And that something else makes you a worse defending team. That something else provides you with 0 rebounding. You can fall in love all you want with the pick and rolls of Dreams and Golden Hue, which I think that's what New York now has. But I'm confused as to how that team's going to play with the head coach that they have. I'm just like,
they lost their identity with
the
guys they traded.
And depth.
Yeah.
Right. Who's coming off the bench?
Right.
And doing what when they do?
Mm-hmm.
Right? All due respect to everybody, right? But I'm just saying, if you're moving into that space where you're considered top 2 in the conference,
yeah,
and you took away 2 things that you must have when you play in the Eastern Conference Championship, rebounding and defense, I don't get it. Now, we're getting all the whispers about DiVincenzo maybe not being happy.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. And now let's go to the other side of the deal. So here's Anthony Edwards, right, who is ascending.
I think that's their relationship.
Rocket ship.
That relationship was tense. I bet
I
you.
don't know.
No.
Again, I think that they're in a very similar place in that they are ascending to battle in the next spot. And we've watched a lot of Julius Randle, right? And I think Jules gets a tough hit, particularly in New York, because they haven't,
they can't make up their mind.
Through.
One time he's better than
the
Chris
best,
Bosh, and then the next he's a bum.
But he does.
Who does that? You really?
What group?
Does
what
that,
fan base
man?
would ever do that? But
Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that.
But man, does he hold? He needs basketball.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And by the way, Anthony's getting the basketball
Right.
all of the time. That's what this kind of created. I like that they added a shooter who can defend.
I think they got better defensively, and that's going to be there. Like they can say they got better at something. New York can't say that.
Right. But now Anthony Edwards now has to go be like everything he says he is.
Yeah.
And it was just, that's what I'm saying. It just, both squads said, okay, we're not where, we don't have enough to get through, and then clearly cut a deal. And I'm just,
it sounded better than it is.
I'm just a guy with 2 eyes. Actually 4. I have 4 eyes.
Yeah.
And we're going to see.
I Jax, I often talk about there was a preseason. I think it actually was against the Wolves. Well, I was before Solana was with you guys, so I was doing the broadcast with you, and I remember you and I felt like we locked eyes because we saw Bam hit a 3. And I was like, oh. And then it kind of just like went away.
For a
It was
little
just
bit.
to think about.
Yeah.
But in the middle of last
Till a really
year,
cool night in Detroit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
middle of the year last year, all of a sudden it was a thing. And then in the Olympics, it was a thing. And I don't like, we was like, what is he? But do you feel like for him, because we mentioned Chris Bosh, there was an uptick that we started seeing around Bam's age of the attempts back there. Do you feel like this becomes a more regular thing for him that's around the league?
I hope when the team gets back from camp, that's something that we continue to see. And I want to hear one line from Spo. All I want to hear is, I need him to take 3 of those. You know, when he starts putting a number on that, that's when it gets really.
Speaking of the
cool.
man, I have to kick you out.
Brother, you don't have to kick me out. I'm getting out. I saw that look over my shoulder.
man,
I'm
shoulder.
going. Where's he at? Is he going his way in here? He was right behind me. I'm like one step in front of Bam. Walking.
Jax, always,
Appreciate you, Jax.
Brothers,
Thank you, man.
always a pleasure.
always.
Thank
There
you
you
for
go.
all of your love and
Yeah.
support.
Jax.
And let's go. Heat.
All right, go to break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, we'll take a break. Erik Spoelstra expected to talk to the Heat head coach right after this.
Text WQA An opportunity. Sees everything you ever wanted.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
One moment.
It is Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. And a thrill. We got Erik Spoelstra in the house with us here from Miami Heat Media. Coach, thanks for the time, man. Really appreciate it.
All right, appreciate it. Looking forward to it.
Refreshed, energized.
All the above. We've had too much time
Too
off.
much, yeah.
As we were talking, I mean, we've been off since early May, and losing to Boston and then seeing them win, that offers a little bit of different motivation in the offseason. I think we're all able to get time away, understand that we're going to have to come together and get to a higher level. That's what happens when a team wins the championship. They force you to raise your level, and that's what we're looking forward to out of our group.
You said you plan on watching none of it. Did you watch any of Boston's run?
I didn't watch any of it live, no. But yeah, of course, this summer you have to get to work. I just was not going to watch it, as it was happening, and I certainly did not watch the coronation, any of that. I don't need that part, to see their parade as motivation. But to get to school, yeah, you have to understand what the enemy is doing and what how they adapted and got to a higher level. Because that's what's going to be required for our ball club.
You have such an interesting roster with young guys ascending, the mainstays you had. What do you imagine camp competition is going to be like for you going into this with roles and all that? Because I feel like there's a lot of fun things you could play with this roster.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to get right to it, and I commend the group for coming in prepared. Ready. We've checked the boxes of conditioning, the conditioning test, the player development, working out. Guys have been playing enough pickup. Their bodies are ready. Their minds are clear. And now we have to get to it. And I do have some evaluations to make. I do have an idea of some of the main things, and the direction that we'll go. But I want to be open to the competition. I want the young guys to come in here with that kind of exuberance they showed during Summer League. We have a lot of young talent in the building now. We wanted to restock our talent pool, with some young guys, and I want them to push the vets. I want the vets to come into camp not entitled, but to actually have to earn their spots as well, to have that kind of mindset, and then we'll see where it goes. And then in terms of mixing and matching, that's what preseason will be about. We won't have all the answers by day one, but I'm going to be very intentional at camp of trying to get to it and trying to make some decisions early on.
Isn't this this is one of the first times I've seen this much young talent. Usually it's you add some veterans, you move some pieces around, and it's mostly a veteran squad. To have so much young talent, is this something new for you? Because I can't remember you having this much young talent, on the team that's going to actually contribute.
We've had different times where we've had talent adds. Obviously, when we added Bam,
right?
When we added Tyler, and then that first year when we added Jimmy, we felt like we had some young talent in the pool. This is a little bit different because there's a little bit more in terms of we still have Jaime, we still have Nico.
Right.
Add them to the mix of who we added this summer. That's where I think the Heat fan base was excited. The group found a way to win the Summer League championship. Our draft picks were talented, and Khalil and Pelle. They show that they can produce and impact winning, even just at that level that matters to us. And then, guys like KJ and, Josh Christopher, they made us watch. And that's what I want. The first thing when you're a young player, you have to commit to the work. Then you have to make us watch, make us pay attention. If you're not doing that enough, you're not earning that. All right. And then the next step is find a way to impact winning. And that's when you start putting pressure on some of the veteran players. So I don't know. Right. At this point, it's exciting Summer League, but now you turn the page, it's a little bit different, when the vets come into camp. But I want that to be a very competitive, spirited camp. And we have to collaborate, together. But I don't want them backing down from anybody.
Right. From Jimmy's standpoint, you've been in the position where guys get a little bit older, superstars. How do you feel like? Is there any way you feel like you have to handle him differently, or do you just let him be who he's been with you guys?
He's really prepared. Coming into the season, he understands that he needs me. To be at the top of my game where he is in his career. I have experience coaching players his age, and I need him to be at the top of his game, not only physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, but as a leader. And at this point in our careers, where we've been together now going on our 6th year, based on my experience, that's where you can have the beauty of unspoken leadership, where we're moving the locker room. When he needs me to move the locker room and move it in a certain way, I do it. When I need him to do it, he does it. When we need to collaborate together, that's when we really can be powerful. And sometimes, the first 2 or 3 years, you're just getting to know each other. And I just think these are amazing opportunities. It happens so infrequently, in our league. Unfortunately, we're able to coach somebody for that many years in a row, and that goes for Bam as well. I'm going on 8 years with Bam, but 5 collectively between Bam and Jimmy and I, and we're the leaders. We're going to need everybody, but they're going to follow us, and our ability to be in sync. That's where we can really, make the biggest difference.
Have you, I guess, message wise to him, like what has been his mindset? Because obviously he has just as high standards as you guys do to win championships, and for him to be on the sidelines at the end of it, seeing you guys get eliminated, how tough is that for him when you speak with him about it?
Yeah, I mean, we were in contact when I was, overseas, and he's in the same place. Look, we're all competitors. We're all type A. So when you're frustrated and you see somebody else win, and he wasn't even able to get out there, well, we've had time enough to reflect on it, enough to fuel us, to have a great off season. He put in a great deal of work this summer. I think he was able to prepare for this season, more so than he has in previous seasons, because we've had more time. And I like where he is and all those places that I talked about, and just looking forward to getting him and everybody else back in the mix and getting this thing started.
How cool was the go ahead, Leroy.
I always wondered, because there's been an influx of European players. They come over here at 19, 20 years old. How do you treat some of these guys that have been professionals since they were 15, 16 years old, and then they come here? I know it's not the same, but they have been professionals. Nico's been playing against grown men, for 3 years before he got here.
Yeah. And, I first had that experience with Goran.
Okay.
Goran literally played professional basketball in Spain at 15.
Right.
And as he explained that whole process, you could see why he was so mature and ready. The first year or two, you have to get used to how the NBA moves.
Okay.
That's a different association. And that was part of Nico's deal that first year. He had to get healthy. He had to understand the NBA, he had to understand and learn our culture. Well, those are big asks.
Yeah.
And that's a big transition, for somebody. But that next summer, he went back to work and put on, 25 pounds. I think that really helped him. These last 2 summers playing for the Serbian national team and have that team having the expectations to win just like ours, I think has really helped him understand how to impact winning. And then him earning that role last year. Nothing is given here. And I think that's just for us. I'm not saying that's the only way to do it. But we're not gifting minutes just to give you experience. You have to earn minutes to be able to learn how to impact winning. And there were frustrating times for Nico. I get it. I understand it. I like that. Like, you got to fight for it. And he fought for it. And by the end of the year, he earned that starting spot and played some really productive basketball. And I think that playoff experience also was really important for him.
We were talking to Karan about him a couple weeks ago, and he had mentioned that it was like a real show of mental toughness that he played through because he was dealing with whatever it was that happened to him in the workouts, just to have himself available for Serbia. Why'd you guys want to show that, let him show that? Because a lot of teams would be like, let's just keep it, ready for camp. Instead, you guys let him be there for his Serbian team.
Look, this is the Olympics. This is such a big stage. And I saw last year firsthand that Serbian team in the World Championships. I spent a lot of time with Nico over there in the Philippines, and I saw how connected that group was and how much winning mattered. To me, that translates. You can't get any kind of pickup game in the summer or any kind of one-on-one like player development workout that's going to translate like playing for your national team. And the expectations. He played for a crazy Serbian coach, so I know he's the demands.
Right.
I loved it. I loved
Right.
it. I bumped into the coach and I told him, "Hey, I know you're going to, but coach him harder."
Right.
And he had all those things, and he had to fight and earn his spot there, and he earned a starting spot. So I think that experience was really important for his player development. And we didn't know whether he was going to play. We just wanted to be on the team, just to be there for the Olympics, because I knew how much that meant for him.
We got two things that we love that you do, or that we want to ask you about. The SPO travel call. There's an art to it. Because there's there is. No, we watch.
You get carried
So
away.
we go fingers, and then we go to full arms. Do you know when it gets to the point where we go from fingers to all right? Enough. He's walking all over the place.
Oh boy, is this a meme or
Oh,
something?
no. Yes,
No.
Bo, come on.
Just with
we're
us.
seeing it. It's like it's.
I haven't
voices.
seen that one. I've seen the one I call the horns. Like I have seen that. I've not seen the travel, but hey, if you're not paying attention, all right, then hey, I'm gonna make you pay attention. You know,
But
I guess that's what it is.
It stands out because you're so stoic on the sidelines. Like you don't, and then all of a sudden, it's
It's beautiful.
I don't know. I have to have TD like find that for me. I was not
he's
aware.
laughing too. He's seen it.
I was not
You've
aware
seen
of that
it.
one. Yeah.
So we appreciate the time. Thanks so
Okay.
much, man.
Appreciate you guys.
We're looking forward to the season, and I appreciate you giving us some time.
Likewise. Okay.
All right, we'll take a break. Back with more after this.
This hour of Tobin and Leroy is sponsored by
All right, welcome back, you rascals. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Hey, it's a Monday Rewind brought to you by your South Florida Chevy dealers. Looking for more power, capability, and technology with Chevy trucks? You're ready for anything. Chevrolet, let's drive. Together, let's drive.
I was like, wow. Man, you know what Dan has that we don't have?
What's that, dude?
Snacks.
I have no sympathy for you on the snacks, dude.
I told you.
Well, and you want to know something? The one year that I did bring snacks, you mocked my snacks.
That's true. You did. I remember that.
You brought rabbit food.
Okay.
I brought.
Do I look like a rabbit?
I brought chips.
No. Here's what you brought. Stop being cheap. Here's what he did.
What did he do?
You know how your wife or significant when you have kids and you pack lunches and you get the big box and you put a bag of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All he had was air chips left. Like
People know you
road-
so well. They're out here
Right.
saying that you want ribs. They know you.
I eat a rib.
Oh, you love a rib.
He was literally saying that in the hallway.
He's gonna end up in somebody's catering by the end of the
No, I went to the main place.
was
There was a meeting.
Yeah.
I was like, "Ooh, my bad."
Yeah, I did hear you from the hallway say, "Hey, where the food at?" to
He said, I
Tyler.
want some ribs.
To Tyler Herro.
Listen.
Yeah.
Did Tyler tell you?
No,
No, Tyler was
Hey.
laughing.
Tyler likes Leroy. He would have probably shown you.
I know, but then look, not for nothing. I left extra early with the sole idea with picking us. I was gonna stop and get some empanadas or something.
Very
So that's
but
why I
it
was
took
gonna
too
go
long.
right by,
Yeah.
come down. By the time I got to Biscayne, because you got to drive right by Mimo's. Remember Mimo's Family District empanadas or
The one that you cheated on with Half Moon.
With half,
Half Moon, yeah.
Got it.
or Half
Right.
Moon. I could have went down and got Half Moon, but like it was telling me I'm like, how am I left at 8:00. Oh, it's still telling me I'm gonna get here at 10 minutes to 10.
No, it was bad. It was very
It
bad.
was
It was very
terrible.
bad.
And why, for the life of me, Miami, why are you always doing construction?
Mm.
When is stuff gonna be fixed? Construction everywhere, all the time.
It's true.
Like,
They're expanding Golden Glades. Aren't you happy?
no, are they?
Nah.
No, they're not.
Nothing's
They
gonna
did it
help
once
that.
because remember, I used to remember Golden Glades because they used to have that big sign,
Yeah.
that big billboard, right? But they moved the billboard so they could put buildings there, but they didn't expand Golden Glades.
Mm.
Do you understand what would happen if they tried to expand Golden Glades as far as traffic?
Seemed like this morning, to be honest. It seemed like what I experienced this morning.
So I got here and I beat Jennifer, who's closer.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't understand that, but
Like the only way you're
You
gonna be on
realize
time
how
is
many-
if we move the show next door to your
I don't
house.
know. But like,
when we
it's,
do Miami Heat Media Day, I'm usually here quite on time. Today was just a struggle. And there's more construction with those bridges that are being built.
Damn bridges.
I don't understand. And now there's like pipes. I'm like, what? Like, why are there pipes? I'm
It's
very confused
ridiculous.
by all
I'm very
this.
over it.
I don't
Can't wait till
understand
it's
it.
done.
It's a wild thing. But anyway, it's been a parade in here. So far, we've had Tyler here and Spo and Jack stop by.
Jax,
Yeah, good times.
hold on, let me.
I saw Leroy, or I heard Leroy trash talking Bam as he walked by.
Sure was.
Mhm.
Got a
sure
glimpse
was.
of Kevin Love.
Sure was.
Love. Got the
He lived in
dominoes ready.
Minnesota.
There's no way you guys can play a full domino.
What are
game,
you
though.
doing? Are you
Those
seriously
aren't
going
even
to
on
try to
wraps.
do that right now?
Huh?
You guys got to play.
No, because I have a
declare
bunch of them.
domino. Oh.
I have what happened was I had to make sure they had them, so I just grabbed the new one.
Fresh
Can
out
we
the
have
bag.
Bam take a media guide picture? He's busy.
He's busy.
Hey,
For the next
so-
40 minutes, he'll be in here.
So
Because there's going to be a 2.
Here's
Whoever
why.
wins, there's going to be a 2 out of 3.
Absolutely.
here's what
So
happened.
this is not going to be an interview. This is going to be you
Right.
guys playing.
No, he could
dominoes.
talk while I'm hitting while we playing. But here's the deal: I have to have they have double 6. When Latinos come to the house, I have to have double 9.
Which one is that
Right.
one right there?
Well, yeah,
This
what,
double
what are you
six.
holding? Okay.
Black people play double 6,
Solid.
Mm.
Solid.
but
solid.
Latinos play double 9. The problem
That's
is
just
the
more
reason why I don't
dominoes.
like double 9 is
Where do
You
you,
can't-
find that so I can go ahead and tell my parents?
Yeah.
no. When I play with your dad, he plays double 9, so I know.
Okay.
But when you play double 9, they play. You don't go into the boneyard and
Yeah,
get one till you can play,
Got extra
and
pieces.
that's why you make fun of them.
Mm.
I'm like, go ahead on and get that big fella. Go ahead on, right?
There's
But
a money line on Bam.
really, whoa, wait a minute. Hey, Hold on. Can I just say this?
I'm really
You-
excited
you-
for this.
Hey, can I just say this?
Yeah.
You do realize I've been playing dominoes since before he was born.
Fine.
You know,
Yeah,
for
that's-
some
that's
reason,
good.
I just really want him to win.
What?
Wow.
You don't bet against the family.
I would
Like,
never
the thing
do
is
that.
that
I
I
would never
just,
do
I
that.
just want
Yes, you
liar.
would.
I would
Yes,
never
you
do
liar.
that. I would never
Yes,
do
you
that.
would.
I just
What's
want to see
you
your
hope-
reaction.
What's the
after
value
this.
Wait,
again? What's the
He
value?
hopes for epic failure.
No, that's
all
not
the
true.
time.
That's not
Really?
true.
I just vote for chaos.
Oh,
That's not true. I don't root for epic chaos, and I don't root for failure. I would never do that.
uh-huh.
I would never do that.
I'll put together.
I
a
love you,
parlay.
but chaos.
Sure.
Interesting.
What did they say in Game of Thrones? Chaos is a ladder.
Wow.
Deep. I don't know what that means. But they say that.
They did say that. I do remember that.
What do intangibles play? Hearts.
Backgammon.
We played Go Fish. when we were
Go
in the cabin.
Fish,
Me
that's
and,
good.
me and Sophia. We played Go Fish. We played War.
But that's what you playing with your kids.
See, that's
Like
like
you know what I learned how to play in Michigan?
What's that?
There's two games that are Michigan games: euchre
Hmm?
and cribbage.
Mhm.
Cribbage is a Canadian game, so that's I play with Mima.
euchre.
Euchre.
Mima.
Named after the announcer?
No,
Let it go.
no,
Believer.
no, no. Anybody from up north, they know what's up.
Nah.
So
Euchre is and then I played hearts a few times, but in the dorms we used
Kingdom
to play
Hearts?
euchre. Huh?
mm,
In the yeah, so
Somebody says, "Tell Bam loser of the match Uber Eats empanadas." You should say if you
Ooh.
beat me, you got to show me where the players' catering is.
Yeah.
Or if I beat
Yeah.
you,
Hey.
pretty
Or
good.
like time to bring you something.
yeah. Hey, yep. You got time before you get on that plane. The plane leave this evening, right?
I don't know. There's
I heard somebody saying that they were going to hop on a plane right now.
A plane
Yeah.
to the Bahamas.
That was
yeah,
not.
but he
that
was
wasn't,
a worker.
yeah.
But you never know.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
I hear things.
He was a worker.
he was a worker.
He was a janitor.
No.
No.
We know what you
I guess
wanted to say.
production. I don't know.
Pretty wild. Anyway, Schmeathan saying Kane's getting swallowed up again. No respect. We started off the show with it, Schmeathan. I
Can you
want to tell you,
believe?
it has been a whirlwind. Give us a break. dude.
Here's what-
It's
here's
a
what's
chaotic
weird.
show. It was an incredible game.
Question: where did they put Georgia
After the rankings,
That's a
Yeah.
good question.
I don't know.
after they lost?
You know, Miami went down.
but that's what I'm trying to.
Miami went down.
They went down to 8.
They were 7.
Who jumped them?
That's a good question.
I mean, and saying
so
they
disrespectful.
and they had to leave Georgia in the top 5.
Let's see. Rankings. AP. Texas, Alabama's 2. Ohio State 3. Tennessee 4. Georgia 5.
There you go.
Oregon, Penn State, and Miami
Here.
is now 8.
Let me tell you.
Oh, that's coaches. I'm sorry. They went down. Penn State went up twice. So Penn State hopped.
Here.
Who did Penn
Let-
State beat this weekend?
Penn State.
They
They
beat
didn't beat
Illinois.
anybody. Illinois,
Yeah,
yeah.
21-7.
So
I guess
so,
Illinois is ranked. I guess that's what.
so here's the deal.
Ooh.
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all a little story.
Yep.
Don't worry about Penn State.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Indiana's undefeated too. Okay.
They are.
The Indiana Hoosiers.
Mm-hmm.
They every year we play Indiana. Bo would say they're better this year. They started off 5-0 and they finish 6-5. So Penn State is going to do Penn State stuff. The only way Penn State can stay up there, do they play Michigan or Ohio State? Because they avoid like some of the teams sometimes, like because we have so many teams, you don't play every team every year. So they might not play Ohio State or Michigan.
Goose says you see the weak parts of the Canes now. A few losses are coming up.
I don't feel that
See
way.
what I'm saying? Like it depends on who. Look, can I put a different twist on just why winning is important? I would say Kansas City has played their worst stretch of football since they've been winning championships.
The Chiefs.
Yes, they just look
I'm very annoyed by
right.
them.
It's about to get a lot worse.
But
though.
they're winning, right?
For now.
But
yes.
we don't say some of the things that we're saying, and you can say because they win championships or whatever. And I'll say, okay, fine, but winning is more important than point spread. And people need to get that out of their heads. Like if a team don't
Well,
cover,
especially-
doesn't mean they had a bad game.
Especially these days. Like the only
Right.
reason you really wanted style points back in the day was because there were only 4 teams, or there
Correct.
were only
No,
two
2 teams.
True.
Only 2
Yeah.
teams.
So
Right.
like now you're at a point where 12
Just
teams
win.
are getting like just just keep winning.
Just
Like,
keep winning.
I get it. There was definitely confusion, but we all know why it happened. Like, they shot themselves in the foot.
That's what
They
I
had
feel.
awful
Yeah.
turnovers.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
couldn't tackle anybody.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like Virginia Tech exposed us.
here-
I felt like we played a bad game
Here's what happens. There's going to
And
be
still,
2 or 3.
and still pulled it
and
out.
still won.
There's going to be 2 or 3 times with any team in any sport, right? There's going to be 2 or 3 games where the other team is exceeding how they normally play, and you're not playing as well as you can play.
Yeah.
And you just got to find a way to win and move on. And a lot of times we take these games for granted.
This
Like, guess what? You said yourself,
Mhm.
as terrible as Georgia Tech was, the season would have been different if we would have just got out of there with a win.
Of course.
You understand? Because winning is the most
Dude,
important thing.
And dude, like, I know that was a squeaky cheeks ending, but it was fun. I mean, when Cam Ward does that little flip pass,
Oh my god!
I was like, this guy, he doesn't give up on any. Sometimes he's too
Wow.
reckless.
yeah, for sure.
Sometimes he's too reckless.
For sure.
But he did that little whoop, and then it was
dude.
like, pew.
Wow.
I don't like
Xavier Restrepo.
The butt catch.
The butt catch.
Oh my
Ooh.
god!
That guy's got hands,
Wow,
man.
dude. Wow.
What are you talking about? I caught a touchdown like that.
Really
Yours
laying
was
down?
like, didn't it land on you?
I was on my back.
Oh.
Wait,
He was.
I was on my back and the ball fell on my chest.
He was cheeks down,
Yeah.
Spider-Man hands.
Went up for it. Was crazy.
I was like,
It was crazy.
That was
But now,
4th and 3.
now that being said, it was his own doing.
well,
He
that
fell.
field was wet. No, understandable, but to
Yeah,
be able,
it was like
That was
when you go,
amazing.
wow, look at that catch.
only those 2 people could have came up with that play.
Yeah.
Cam Ward and Restrepo. It was perfect. Do you hear the playmaker after the game?
oh my god, he was
Michael
going.
Irvin?
I didn't.
Oh my
I
God.
just see him going nuts. But like, we gotta temper this with Michael Irvin. Do you remember what he acted like when? What was it? What was the? What's the bum ass tournament? The NIT. Do you remember that?
Oh, okay.
Michael Irvin, when the Canes didn't even make the tourney, they were in the NIT
Yeah.
and they were playing in the finals. He was going bananas. Man loves the Canes.
Loves Canes.
Loves the Canes. I bet you if you call playmaker at a Canes volleyball game, he's acting like that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Or if they're playing Puerto Rico, you'll be there too.
Sure would be.
He mentioned though that there's times in this season like he said, and he made it very clear, he's not comparing them to 2001 Miami Hurricanes team at all, or the 2000.
Yeah, but everybody remembers Boston College.
Boston College. That's exactly
Right,
what he brought
where
up.
they were going in and Ed Reed took the ball. from
Oh,
somebody and went-
Oh man,
That's
So-
another one.
But again, we after the fact, we never look back at the national champion and talk about those games that like you had no business, that other team had no business being in, and you just squeaked by. Perfect example was that Boston College game that year.
Yep.
It like they were driving down the field, and for reasons I can't explain, fumble, and Eric Reed just took. I mean,
Ed Reed.
Ed Reed just took it
Yeah,
from his own player.
What a play!
Right,
What an
but
absolute-
we forget about that because they won the national championship.
and that's really all I remember from that game. I don't remember how close
How
it was.
close it
or
was.
how
I remember
serious-
it being close.
It was
I
close.
remember it being close.
It was a couple of tight cheeks, like. But so yeah, you're gonna have games like that for everybody to say, "Oh, Miami's been exposed." Now I will say this:
I was glad that they.
this is now what gives me more of a worry. Is you see USF get the brakes blown off, the doors blown off of them.
No, who they
This
lose to?
I don't. It wasn't.
USF.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost to. Who they lose to?
USF. What are they in the? Who gives a rat's ass conference?
Oh yeah, I think so. If I'm not mistaken. Oh my God, I think was it 45-10 that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, that is not good. That is two.
Who they lose to? Tulane.
Tulane.
They lost to Tulane 45-10.
Wow.
Right.
Is Tulane good?
I don't think so. But then again, this is the team that we just dropped 50.
Well,
on,
look
so.
at that. That was. I think those are the fair questions. Like we don't. I know that this quarterback is awesome.
Yeah.
I don't need that
Here's-
to be.
I have
this-
questions about the defense. The defense, now, Bain comes back this week.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. So they're getting some guys back. But holy smokes, tackling and basic fundamental stuff.
And they don't seem very effective running the football.
Correct.
Um,
That Martinez can get the short yardage, but I don't see those explosive plays. The only person who's actually doing anything coming out of the backfield, it seems, is Chris Johnson Jr. And they have him on like screen plays or like
because that's his thing. But they have to find here. The hardest thing to do in football is try to be something you're not. All right. So if you have a guy who's a bruiser and you put him in the game, then they're gonna bring all their big guys in.
True.
If you bring a guy like the little guy that only runs a screen pass, then they're gonna defend that. You got to try to be something you're not. So that means somebody got to get out of their comfort zone and do something so that you can change it up offensively. And that's what you get caught up in because you say, "Oh, we just gonna big boy him."
Yeah.
Right. Well, guess what? Nope. Because that was a very physical team you played in Virginia Tech, and they kind of pushed you around a little bit.
That coach had a smug face.
Oh, so
He
smug.
did.
Smug.
Yeah. Oh, he's like
Smug.
You know what? I can see you watching the TV and go, "D, I don't like him. Why? I don't know. Smug."
Is it me or
It was the fake field goal. It was smug.
Which
that
was
a smug play.
Worked out for us though.
It did. Swung the game.
I mean, so like everybody has reasons for doing things. The Canes stopped the play and end up winning the game. And I'm like, whew, that's it. You do that, you move on, and you try to get better as your guys on defense. I'm curious to see how much of a difference Bain makes in the run game because they've had trouble stopping the run, especially these last 2 weeks.
All right, we'll take a break here. We're live from Heat Media Day. Here, hustle and bustle over there. So take a break. Back after this.
WQAM, broadcasting live from the Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Shop exceptional Cadillac offers now at the 3-time Cadillac Dealer of the Year, Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. Visit EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. You're always backed by Morse.
Monday Night Football, and the Tennessee Titans are coming to South Florida tonight. Our game day coverage begins with Game Day Uncensored at 3:30, the pregame show for real Miami football fans on AM 560 Sports, WQAM, FM 99.9 HD2, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
Attention! Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-580-7766. 800-580-7766. That's 800-580-7766.
Get employee pricing at Kendall Toyota with 0% financing on our most popular Toyotas. Plus, current Toyota truck owners can get up to an additional $2,000 off with 0% financing for up to 5 years on Tundra, with payments of $1,666 for every $1,000 financed up to $35,000. Great deals on Camrys, Tacomas, RAV4, and more. Kendall Toyota. It's all at Kendall. Call 305-KENDALL. Offer includes all dealer fees and dealer buy-down with SET approved credit. $2,000 loyalty cash for current Tundra, Tacoma, 4Runner, Sequoia owners through October 1st.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 40-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term life insurance may only cost you about $100 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-353-9057. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Providers help thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-353-9057. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-353-9057. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. For affordable term life insurance, call 800-353-9057, 800-353-9057, or biglou.com.
Now through Monday at Kendall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram during Jeep Adventure Days. Get up to $21,000 off MSRP or drive for $297 a month. Your choice, 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee, Wrangler, or Ram 1500. Hurry to Kendall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.com.
You can still go out to eat. All Flanagan's locations are featuring Joe's $6.99 lunch with a purchase of a beverage. Choices like a whopping 10-ounce burger, 10 chicken wings, soup and sandwich, soup and salad, barbecue chicken sandwich, barbecued half chicken. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. Only $6.99.
Yep. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. And the showdown is on. The showdown is on, ladies and gentlemen.
It's getting intense.
Yeah,
here.
stop
It's getting very
hiding,
intense.
bro. Stop hiding.
See if you want to be a roving camera there, J-Fig, so people can get a view of the game.
You're picking up a lot of dominoes, my boy.
Yeah, that's
The showdown is on right now. Bam Adebayo, V, Leroy Horde.
Yeah.
It is finally happening here. We have this all happening for us.
Yeah.
It's incredible right now.
He's still picking up dominoes, too.
Wow.
I just wanted to let y'all know that he's still picking up dominoes, too.
Leroy, what's happening here, dude?
He don't know.
Unfortunately.
He think he winning. He ain't winning. Look at this. I know you can't play
Let
down
me
there.
fix
Play
it.
over here on
Why
play on
not?
the one. Play on the one. You got to play there.
Dude, this
You
is
sure about that?
Yeah. Because if you play here, I'm automatically assuming cheat.
Why?
What do you mean? You don't
Why?
have a 4 or
The
6.
last time I pulled, it was a 3.
What's that right there?
That's
That
a
is-
4.
Exactly. The last time you pulled, it was at a 4.
No, it wasn't.
Leroy, you talked a
It
lot.
was on
all right.
blank. I'm telling you.
All right. I know you can't play on the 4. That's all I'm going to say.
Man. Bam, how is Media Day going for you outside of beating Leroy and Dominoes right now?
That's
cool.
Oh, it's very intense.
No one's paying attention.
It's very heated right now. Oh boy. How are we looking right now?
I mean, he got every domino in his hand. I ain't got every domino.
Oh, I didn't know we was playing off of that.
What do you mean?
Everybody don't play off of that.
Nah, he wants to add other.
No, I'm
words.
telling
does.
you.
He has.
Nah,
Everybody
wants
don't
to
play
He's
off
trying to
that.
find a way to win you.
No, it ain't.
That's all he's trying.
This
to
is
do.
still going.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, he's just trying to.
No, see, that's what I thought.
The stakes is
Now
incredible
that,
right
since
now.
we doing that now, it's over for you because,
Is it?
No.
like, yeah, when you play, everybody don't play off the.
I see. Listen, I'm not everybody.
Okay, then go ahead, do your thing.
That's all I'm
Ain't
saying.
no more blanks. All right, you got big 5. Go ahead.
It was an extra blank, by the way.
Huh?
If anyone's listening on the radio,
Yeah,
please
this is-
join us on YouTube.
Go
And
ahead,
see the
play your
showdown.
big 5.
Miami
Go around to the game there,
560
frog boy.
WQAM.
So we can see, so people can see where we're at right now with the. There you go.
Yeah,
There
no
you go.
one is
10
paying
right there.
attention.
No one's seen the.
You haven't scored.
What?
You
I
didn't
get,
score.
I get your leftovers.
You didn't score.
I get your leftovers.
Incredible.
Though.
You didn't score.
I still get it. The score is 15-10.
You did not score.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
We-
You need 10 to get on the board. You
Okay.
didn't score.
All right,
How you going to take
Go.
money you don't have?
do your job.
How does that,
Do
how
your
does that
job.
make sense?
Do your job.
Wow.
How does that make sense?
This is incredible.
I'm gonna have you. Not only you got.
How does that
look,
make sense?
You clean the glass.
You haven't
Hey.
scored.
and talk to him while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Multitask.
okay.
We don't want to keep you here all day.
I ain't gotta be.
Man,
hard.
he's already
All right.
mad that he's losing.
Bam. One
No,
basketball.
He
question.
already mad. He ain't
Here's a
scored.
basketball question.
He thought it was sweet.
Can we get 200 3-point attempts this year? Yes or no?
200.
Yeah, let's put them up.
No, baby
Fine.
steps.
100.
100.
Look at a hundy. We get
Yeah,
a hundy
man.
this year?
Yeah.
Confident?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
You know, sometimes I think seeing is believing, and I think
You-
Spo seeing me, well, being my development coach in the Olympics, was kind of like, man.
so he saw you shoot the threes. He's like, you know,
yeah.
you can really do that.
Yeah, you know, it kind of clicked a little bit. You know, now you're on the
I'm
board.
on the board.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. Man, I swear I wish we could keep scoring.
Did you have fun in Paris with hanging with Spo and D-Wade?
D-Wade didn't really hang out with us that much.
Too
but-
big time?
Nah, he wanted to actually go through the Olympic spirit with the Olympic role with the other
Broadcasters?
broadcasters.
Oh, so he was a team player. How about that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you excited to see his statue?
Yeah, I hope it's the one where he's like this on the statue.
This is my house?
Yes.
That's got to be the place that we're going to.
I hope he's on that wave.
What have been your early impressions in camp, the pre-camp workouts with Kalel? What do you think of the Rook?
Bro, that would be 20 right there. I'm just letting you know. But he's picking up on the Heat culture pretty fast. He's becoming one of those guys I can see to be. Hey. I just want to let you know.
He's
I just
tapping.
want to let you know. This right here would be 25 points. You can take the 10.
Leroy's really quiet right now.
Yeah, because he's getting their ass whooped.
No,
that's why. That's why he know
No.
we was we was keeping score.
Now we know
Don't
how
worry.
to keep
Don't
this.
worry.
He's saying don't.
Listen, we'll just go to 50.
Hey, do you want to?
We'll just go to 50.
That's
Eye
game.
contact.
Leroy, do you want to stop
That's
now?
his game.
Leroy, do you want to stop now?
Huh?
Do you want to stop now?
No.
you
What
sure?
are you talking about?
What do you mean? Like
I got 25.
we're doing this again?
Things got
I got
personal,
a 10
Tobin. I
and
don't think.
another 10.
I don't think.
So that's 45 points.
Okay, let's go. Oh no, we can't do it that way.
I knew this was going to.
But
get
I'm
too
just
You
episode.
saying-
scored once.
No,
you
I'm
have
not-
10 points right now.
But I
I know I have more
listen,
points than you.
You do. I'm not switching it. But I'm playing just to keep it down. I wasn't playing to.
No.
Score.
No. What do you mean? That's the.
But if I can get you, if I can get you to get all these dominoes, the
You
same-
didn't. You
I
haven't.
didn't. No, I didn't.
You haven't. It's been down to one domino for the both of us both times.
We need official domino score because you.
Now we
played-
need an official score.
No, go.
Bro,
Still
it's
do your
The good thing is
45
this is a live
10.
recording.
We still.
Yes, it's 45-10.
Okay, and I'll play that way then.
45-10,
It's not
guys.
I
over.
thought you were a math major, Leroy.
I don't keep.
45.
Don't get him
I don't
angry.
keep
Don't get him
score.
angry.
All
Be
right.
45.
I
The
play
history
to
of
keep
math.
it down.
Frog boy, keep score.
No, we got it 45-10. We got it. Go. Oh, it's on me.
Yeah, it's
me.
on you.
It's
You
on you.
domino.
It's on
Now I
me.
got him stressed out. Look.
You ain't got me.
He's
look,
sweating.
Look.
So you're telling me that there was a moment in Paris where Spo was like, 3-pointers, pretty good.
Yeah.
That was
I think it was a shoot around. And we really didn't want to, all of us didn't really want to go to shoot around, but you know how shoot arounds are. You got all the threes, man. There it is.
now he's feeling froggy. I see the look in his face.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
you
feeling
are.
froggy.
But if I get another
He's
5
out here
points, he
dropping
loses.
them
So
too.
yes, I'm glad you made me
Getting
pick on the
nervous.
first one. Please play so I can score. Unless you're gonna play a blank 3 right there.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
He's
Play a
sweating.
double blank.
He's going.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
What you gonna play? 3-5,
Don't lose, dude.
3-2.
Bam was right.
There, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's what happens when you know people, man. That's what happens. And then I don't know where this domino is.
People are saying they've never seen Leroy this quiet.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Nobody-
It's very
no,
true.
no, 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 no,
it's
no,
true.
no, no,
dude.
no, no,
It
no.
is
I'm
true.
glad people
You've
get
never.
to
No,
witness
no,
what's
no, no,
happening
no.
right
Wow.
now.
Everybody calm down.
I'm glad people get to
Everybody
witness.
calm down. Because now I gotta
we're pretty calm.
I gotta read.
Okay, so you're
I
just
just gotta read.
Do you have a
He
pat
don't
back?
even, he don't even know what he's doing.
I know what I'm doing.
He don't even know.
I know what I'm doing.
Bro, I just let you know. I could score and it'd be 5 and it'd be gay. Right now. Because it's 45-10.
Keep in mind, I played the first 2 hands not knowing we was keeping score. That we was just playing like a race to.
This isn't a prize fight.
Best out of
You
five.
don't have to
serious.
carry him to the 12th round.
Best out of 5.
When you win, you win.
That's what I thought we were doing, just playing down. I'm serious, but go ahead.
He's saying, "Oh, you just playing down."
I was.
Last year it was, man. We could play. We could keep score. We could do however you want to do.
Exactly. We ain't got no pen or pad, so why would I assume we keep a score?
But you came with the dominoes. Why didn't you come with the pen and pad?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That is my point.
This is fair.
That is my point.
It's a fair criticism.
How do you do that?
I'm not supporting. Hey, listen, I'm still backing you. Though.
How do you do that?
I got you.
I'm still backing you.
Like,
I still love you.
Still believe in you.
Show up like
You- Don't cheer me now.
I'm sorry. I just don't want
Look
you.
at him, like, I got two little cheerleaders.
Remember, I already told you I like chaos.
Was that on Hard Rock app?
You said you were on Leroy's side. What a fraud.
Man, very impressive. We're getting tense moments here.
Ooh, it'd be 50 to 10. That'd be game right there. That would be game.
Then let's make a game. But I'm telling you, I didn't think we was playing like that.
Now he thinks we play like that.
I didn't. So that would be 10. Like, I really thought we were just playing keep down, like best out of 5 or something like that.
Bro, it sounds very good. It sounds very good.
Hey, so how different was this season than last season? Because y'all got done early. A lot of guys had more time to, do stuff. Even though you were in the Olympics, you got to start up a little bit sooner than everybody else. So you didn't really have the offseason as everybody else.
Yeah.
But you did have a lot of time.
I did and I didn't all at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I got to I got to enjoy it. I got to enjoy the Olympics. That was the biggest thing for me.
That would have been another team. But again, I'm not.
Okay. It's 50 to 20. Now he's plucking.
Did you feel like you feel like the Olympics? Everything was very enjoyable. A lot of whining about the Olympics from other parties. A lot of whining, Bam.
Yeah, it was a lot of whining.
What'd you think of that?
It was a lot of whining.
A lot of people saying they're not getting this, not getting that. One man. I mean, listen. You know what you did when people were even venturing the idea no Bam Adebayo minutes. You know what you did? You lit up South Sudan. That's what you did.
Yeah, man.
That's a lot of points there.
No, 100%. But like I said, we were going to 50.
Okay. I said we were going to 50 after 30. After you got 30.
That wasn't my fault.
We're being told to wrap.
All right. So
we have to go.
So let me ask you this.
Wait,
So anyway,
who won?
lot of Olympic whining.
You know who won.
Anytime that there was, but when there was a little whispers of less Bam Adebayo minutes, you went out there, you lit up South Sudan.
Yeah. I just think people need to realize, when you get in front of these TV screens and you just say stuff, you don't know how far that narrative can really go. Like, as you can see, a lot of people's narrative play a part in people getting certain awards.
Right.
So you saying that literally could somebody or anybody, we're talking about the media now, all the media could have ran with that and been like, Bam Adebayo's not playing.
Right. Right.
But
when you know the reason and you know what's going on.
Yeah, but I know I'm gonna play.
Right.
Like, you're saying that, not doing back checks, because we're playing against South Sudan, who's a team of all wings and guys who want to play fast.
Right.
And they want to switch everything.
Right.
Who sounds like they fit the mold for that?
It was crazy.
Right.
That be my point.
Do your homework.
Yeah, do your homework before you say that. And then you think it's because I just mentioned Bam.
You complain and that
just,
they put you in.
Yeah, it's just like I just mentioned Bam. It was just a name just to throw out there. No, because you wouldn't have said probably anybody else's name but mine.
Right.
Damage is done.
So now, like, I get out there and I'm the leading scorer on the Olympic team with a lot of guys who can score.
Right.
Come on, man. Like, that doesn't just happen for no reason.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying I went out there and did anything different. It just so happened the ball was in my hand a lot.
Right. Given to you by your peers.
Yeah.
Like guys that know you.
Like guys that respect me. Like,
Right.
I think you're gonna make every open shot.
Do you have a guy on the team that you never got to play with that you enjoyed the most?
Man, I wouldn't say one guy, just being able to be a part of that team and considered one of the greatest Olympic teams to be assembled. I mean, you can't really put that in like, I'm glad I could play with this person. For me, it was like I knew going into the Olympics, I would play a different role.
Right.
Like I wouldn't just be a center.
Right.
I would play 4.
So that was fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was just fun because I got to do it was a different role for me.
Right.
And obviously, when you walk in and you see all that great talent, you look at like where I'm going to fit in at, like where is going to be my mark. So I would say just to be on that team was kind of like my all moment. Just be able to be recognized as a team, like one of the best Olympic teams.
Gold medal or beating Leroy and dominoes?
He ain't beat me. I'm gonna just tell y'all.
You just pointed and admitted defeat.
Hey,
thank you. I'm glad this is live because it's recorded.
You can't hide from it.
You can't hide from it.
You can't even
hide from
alter
now.
it.
He lost.
Go ahead.
He lost.
Man,
See,
when you got 30 points, you say we playing the 50.
See,
I
I asked
can't
what
keep
we
you
were
here for an
going through.
hour.
I asked what we
My
were
man
going
is hitting on this watch over there. I'm like, okay, let's just play the 50.
Listen.
But I'm telling
He has
you,
to get to Tommy Tig.
All I'm saying,
And you're being greedy.
All I'm saying is, this is my cameraman.
okay, and you just tell
Me,
let me tell you,
me, my cameraman, and my chef play
no.
every day.
No,
we play
no,
for push-ups.
That's fine. But I'm gonna
We
tell
play
you
for
like this:
push-ups.
we were playing 2 different types of
That's
games.
tough.
Next time you got some time, go. You ain't gonna be.
You lost. That's all I'm gonna say.
He wants to do a whole tournament
Hey, listen,
with
every-
a pen, a pad,
every
one
great-
time.
Every great prize fight needs the controversy for the sequel. You know, and the rematch.
That's it.
Right? You know,
That's it.
Everybody
So,
has a plan
look,
until they
look.
get punched in the face.
Oh, I didn't get punched. It was a gentle graze.
You lost 50 to 20.
A gentle grace.
It was 45 to 10. I could have scored.
We'll take a break.
just
Back
be
and forth
nice.
after this.
No.
Join Hawk and Crowder
All right, welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Let's get to headlines here, brought to us by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock like the Tiguan, the Taos, and Atlas. And remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. Miami Dolphins, haven't mentioned them today, but they do have a game tonight against the Tennessee Titans. I was at, guess what? I went to Hootie and the Blowfish this weekend.
How was it?
Tremendous.
Did he do any country?
He did.
He did. That's weird.
Showman.
Was he?
Because he did all Hootie and the Blowfish other than his two biggest country hits. Showman.
Oh, and they just let him on the stage by himself?
No, he was there with Hootie. Hootie, the band played it for him.
Oh, okay.
He's got a fiddle guy.
He's got a fiddle guy?
Hey, that's when you know you country.
He got a fiddle.
A fiddler and a banjo.
What do you mean, like, other than his
line.
top 2 country songs?
He played his top 2 country songs, but he was with Hootie and the Blowfish.
It was because it was 30 years of
Oh,
their
so you
biggest
mean
album.
in addition to it? In
Right.
addition to the Hootie.
Right.
Okay. I thought
So
you meant
just
kept that out.
remember, you weren't alive. But when I want to say
Rough.
when what's the music producer in Michigan that found Jackson 5?
Oh, I know you're talking
Motown.
about. Yes.
Motown had a 25.
Barry
Yeah.
Gordy. Wow.
What they had was
Damn
Motown.
day.
Motown
Damn
had
day,
a 25-year anniversary.
Yeah.
It was all on TV. They did the Jackson 5 came out, the Jacksons came out, and then they let Michael Jackson do his thing. Right? So like that's kind of what they did.
So what country song did he do? Was it
He
Wagon
did
Wheel?
Wagon Wheel and he
If I
did All
Told
Right.
You? Oh, okay.
Wagon
So
Wheel.
two upbeaters. And then he left.
All right.
This is why he's a showman. He did every song except Only Want to Be With You. He left.
Man.
Everybody was like, wait a minute.
Oh,
And then all of a sudden,
oh, you thought I forgot.
he did it twice. He did it.
Twice.
No, because he did it, and then he
Yeah.
went to Get Down on It, and then he went back to Only Want to Be With You.
Twice.
He did it twice, dude.
So it was just like a
Because
a
let me
longer
tell you
version.
something, Darius Rucker,
Yeah.
not happy with his Dolphins.
So he was not wearing a
True.
Dolphins jersey.
He was not. He was wearing a Randy Watson t-shirt.
Oh, wow.
And he goes, "Any Dolphin fans out here?" And it was just me going, "Yeah!"
Okay.
It was
And
just you.
It was just me.
Okay.
No, actually, there were a lot of people wearing Dolphins jerseys.
Okay.
But then he goes, "Better beat the Titans."
Did
Was
you
it
say
like
don't lose?
it was pretty much a don't lose.
Mhm.
Like Darius Rucker is going to be very disappointed if they don't win this game. Very disappointed if they don't win this game. By the way, no Raheem Mostert tonight. It appears NFL Network reporting he's still out. with
Oh,
the
what a
chest.
shocker. The old guy.
I'm
is
telling
out.
you, dude, will you please listen to me?
Fair point.
Chest and ribs. Do you understand you cannot
When did he
move?
get hurt, though? I don't even
First
remember.
game.
First game.
Do you realize you can't move
month ago.
anything in your upper body without affecting those things?
Did you just hit him with it's a month ago?
It's a month ago.
What do you mean?
Come on, just
When you're hurt,
How long
you're
do you?
hurt.
drink some milk and let's go.
I still have bumps on where my ribs stick out.
Yeah, it's affecting your dominoes game. I can see clearly. But
Schmeeth
if I were to give you the ball,
Wow.
we witnessed it. We were all here.
Schmeeth
We were all here.
and Schmolnick says Tobin was Rocky, Leroy was Apollo, Bam was Drago. Tobin just sat there and watched his buddy get killed.
Wait, that was a lot of explaining for something that wasn't that funny.
It's just a Rocky.
how
You
can
know,
it?
anything Rocky.
Anything
Tobin.
Rocky,
He
you
knows how to
like.
get me.
As soon as you say
He knows-
Rocky,
If he dies, he dies.
He knows how to tickle me. That was fun.
That was fun.
I mean, except for you.
Wow, that was,
I'm telling you what happened.
I think that made my day, to be
No,
honest.
I didn't know we were keeping
Sorry.
score. There's a bunch of different ways to play dominoes.
yeah.
So
I
when
can
he
tell- I can
said
tell based on-
20, I'm like 20.
I
What?
can tell based on the idea that when we tried interview questions and there was no, this was
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah, no, I know.
And I don't know if it was son Steve or Solano who said, "I've never seen you that quiet." You're right. You were
I was trying to
you were
concentrate.
zoned in, dude.
But understand how hard it is there's 4 different ways to play the game. If you playing 2 different ways, the basic concept of it is the same.
Right. Well, I don't know any of the
But-
ways. Intangibles.
Mm.
Huh? Intangibles
Yeah, I
play
didn't know what was
dominoes?
going
Yeah,
on.
they
Not
usually-
really.
Intangibles make the dominoes like a little Let's watch them fall
intangible
over.
order dominoes. That's
do you
really
understand
what
how
it
many
is.
dominoes it takes for them to do those things they do?
A lot of dominoes.
Yeah.
A lot of dominoes.
Right.
But yeah, man.
But I'm telling you right. Oh, so
So
this
this
is
is-
what
this is an
this is what he
idea.
wants to do. He says we're gonna play another match with the proper rules, and the loser, if he loses, he got to wear that to shoot around. And if I,
don't
lose,
think
I
he's
got
gonna
to
give
wear
you
it to a
another match.
basketball game.
I don't know if he's going to give you
Oh,
another
I'm
match.
gonna find him. I'm gonna be like Champ was trying to find one of the Klitschko brothers.
You're going to bother him eating his
Yes.
pasta?
Yes.
Wherever you go, I go.
Yes.
Whatever you eat, I eat, champ.
Yeah.
Sam Adebayo's going to get knocked off a paddleboard. Rose Bowl MVP and former NFL running back Leroy Horde knocked off gold medalist and multiple-time All-Star Bam Adebayo today in Biscayne Bay.
Nah, see, but I ain't that bad. But he want this.
This is going to trend. Let me just tell you this right now. You're
No.
going to go viral.
No.
That was something, man. By the way, Jordan Love yesterday, he wore Brett Favre's jersey to honor him at the game.
What?
And then
Who
honored him-
did?
Jordan Love.
And then honored him with all those picks.
And then he honored him by 4 touchdowns, 3 picks.
Yes, that's a Brett Favre.
Yo.
I'm telling you, that is a Brett Favre game to the T. You know, when he got done, he had the most touchdowns in NFL history and the most interceptions.
Crazy. Yep.
So yeah, but that's like, yeah, sometimes you got to just eat it. That's who your quarterback is. You hope he's not bad at the wrong times, but he's going to take chances.
True. I'll just say I'd rather that than like sometimes you see 1 yard pass, 2 yard pass, dump off to the running back, screen. It's like, I mean, I get it. You're trying to control the game.
It's not. It's not that teams are trying to control the game. Is that for some reason in the last few couple of years, with everybody in football saying that running backs are not needed, now they got to find somebody to get the ball to.
I can't believe
And that's why they're throwing those quick outside passes to try to get the ball in their playmakers' hands.
Tell you who should have gotten. We should have gotten Derrick Henry.
Well, like,
wow.
I
He's
mean,
good. How does he run away from everybody? He's so big.
He's big.
And over them.
He's big.
Do you think they're too scared to tackle him? Like, never
No.
mind. He's gone.
Can I just tell you?
He just hums.
The feeling, and they have the feeling we have when, as a 220-pound linebacker, you have to block a linebacker that weighs 250.
Jeez.
And he's coming full steam ahead.
Yeah.
You just got to.
It's incredible.
But the only difference is if they don't tackle him, they always think they got friends, chasing too.
Right.
If I don't block that 250-pound linebacker, the quarterback is never going to want me in the game.
Oh, man.
So you got to just eat it.
He's freaking good, dude.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, like, when you watch it, he doesn't look like he's moving fast, right? But then they show the replay, and it's like, explosion.
Yeah, he's just faster than everyone else, but he's also bigger than everyone else.
Yes, he is. He is. I think he weighs more than Gesicki. And they're the same height.
I don't know if he finished with this.
Gesicki might be a little short.
I don't know if he finished with this, but at one point I did click on the Bengals box score and I saw that Gesicki was 1 catch for -9 yards. I got to see if he finished with that.
How does he even get there?
That's what I hate about the passing stuff. Because now we throw the bubble.
Yeah, that's what he finished with.
That's what he finished with?
Yeah,
That
we
was his
throw
line?
we do the bubble passes and stuff like that.
Not good.
So it's very easy to.
Definitely one extension they don't regret. Although Christian Wilkins, they probably do regret because he's still good.
Oh my goodness!
You watched him yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, still good.
Still good.
Yeah,
all over the place. And keep in mind, he's also with what's his name? The outside guy,
Max Crosby.
Max Crosby.
I know.
So, like, yeah.
That's something, man.
Wow, Smeathan.
Too much.
No, too much.
Too much, Smeathan.
Too much.
Wow. Tahoe says Tobin owes Sam Darnold an apology. Why do I get lumped in with everybody else? Doesn't everybody owe Sam Darnold an apology?
Hey, I got to tell you, it's something when you see a player on a bad team and then he goes somewhere else and you see him play like that.
Not for nothing. When you see him play like that, and now I see Aaron Rodgers gives you 9 points.
Yeah. And he looks like Sam Darnold. Go figure. Go figure. Go figure. Go figure. Who does Aaron Rodgers look like? Sam Darnold.
Yep.
Right.
You saw your boy yesterday, Leroy? Made an appearance again, Joe Flacco.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Look at dude. What the hell? You know what he is? This is what he is right here. He's Mariano Rivera. Right? He can't start. He can't start.
Bring the
But
closer in.
yes.
You want to talk about like guys?
What about the coach that sent the quarterback back in to
I was
get
just
hurt
gonna say
again?
about that. Yeah, with Richardson.
Richardson.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, and you want to talk about guys who nobody's bigger than him. I mean, he's already got.
Right.
He's already gotten turned in twice.
Let me tell you, my first preseason game in the Hall of Fame game, right? I ran and I got a hip pointer. I almost spent my whole career in full booty pads. You know,
Because
them hip
of how
and
bad
booty
it is.
pads, it hurt so bad. So I'm telling you, a hip pointer is no joke. And you know what they tell you? Here's the pads. If you choose not to wear those pads and you get hurt, then we gonna find you.
It's crazy how little pads NFL players like. You know, the thigh. Growing up, it was a thigh pad, knee pad, and like you said, if
Hip
you wanted
pad,
to wear
booty pad.
Yeah, now you see them, they just have like shorts.
Well,
on.
because one of the things is that the knee pad
yeah,
doesn't cover the knee.
nah, and it moves
So
a
if
lot.
guys-
You're constantly.
If guys don't wear it, everybody's like, why isn't he protected? Because you pull the knee pad up over your knee anyway.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys didn't wear them. And then DBs and wide receivers didn't. The only guy who wore big thigh pads was Randy. Why? I don't know.
Why?
He had these big, it made him look weird.
I gotta look this
Right?
up now.
He had these like big thigh pads. I'm like, Randy, you're worried about getting your thigh hit? He said, dog, I don't want a deep thigh bruise. I'm like, a deep thigh bruise, ain't nobody gonna catch you.
Look at it. Yes, he has thigh.
Yes,
he has
got thigh pads.
He has in this picture here. He even has knee pads. Randy Moss wore his equipment.
He wore all of his equipment. Like he wasn't like, no, it was crazy. Like we used to say, hey, because you know they have like a picture of a guy in the thing about all the pads, you know.
Man.
And like, yeah, he wore thigh pads.
Huge thigh pads.
Yes.
He doubled. They're like the size of your shoulder pads.
Didn't slow him down.
No.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
didn't slow him down.
Like I'm gonna say, when was the last time you got hit in the thigh? We used to ask him all the time.
Hey, I want to let you guys know it's a Monday Rewind brought to you by your South Florida Chevy dealers. Looking for more power, capability, and technology with Chevy trucks. You're ready for anything. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. Take a break. We are here from Miami Heat Media Day. You never know who's going to stop by. Take a break. Back after this. Terry. Throw that mic. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. And we are very excited because the first time, Leroy,
yes,
we get to talk to Terry Rozier. What's up, man? How are you?
What's up, y'all? I'm excited.
It's good to have you on the show, man. It's been a thrill.
Appreciate it.
Whirlwind year for you last year, man.
Yeah.
Whirlwind year for you last year. First of all, how are you doing? How is everything health-wise? How are you feeling?
I'm good. Can't complain. Feel good.
There you
Feel
go.
good. So yeah.
I saw in this summer you were doing boxing workouts. I saw a little bit of you hitting the mitts. You want to weigh to my heart, man. I love
he like the fight.
Anytime
game.
I see one of the Heat get into the gym, whoever it is that something you typically do, or were you looking for alternate stuff just because you couldn't run or whatever?
I typically do that in the summertime. Yep.
Okay, that's and so how long have you been doing that?
Probably like last 3-4 years. Yeah, but it's not super consistent over the summer. Like it's every once in a while. I probably do it like 2 to 3 times a month.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a favorite fighter you like to replicate?
I just love boxing. I want to say replicate. I love Roy Jones.
Yeah, the best.
Yes,
the best.
I like Tank now, but guys like that. So
Tank Davis is a crazy one because I've seen him. I gotten to see him work out one time. I don't understand him.
How was that?
He's it's like watching Dynamite live. It's like crazy to see somebody his stature be able to move hands that fast, but then also pop with something I've never seen anything like. It's not a surprise to see what he's doing to people.
Facts.
It's not a surprise.
So this offseason, once you finally got into the situation of getting healthy and stuff like that, it's got to be good to say, okay, now I'm gonna be with this team from the beginning and not just kind of trying to figure it out during the season while they're in a run. Got a chance to hang out. Have you gotten a chance to meet the guys, hang out? Because it's a little bit different when you're during the season.
Yeah. I mean, it was tough, last year, just coming in the middle of the season and then playing right away with no practices at all. I don't make no excuses, but it's not easy for nobody to do that, versus now where you got the whole summer to be around guys who, playing 5-on-5 these last couple weeks. I think it's going to be just way easier. Just a relationship is going to be better. It's going to be there. So I think we all excited for that. And, I'm just excited that I'm cleared and I can, help these guys.
It had to be exciting, though, because, right before you got shut down, man, we saw the performance in Cleveland, the performance in against the Knicks. And, your ability to make something out of nothing is insane, Terry. Is that, do you feel like your comfort level, do you picture seeing more of that? Because I know it probably ramped you up a little bit to get to that point of feeling like I'm cooking. I everybody get out of my way. I'm just feeling it right now.
It's I think it was tough. It was just tough that I got injured at the time I did because it was starting to feel comfortable. It's just, just playing with those guys. But at the end of the day, just not thinking too much, going into the season and just being a ball player. We got a lot of guys that can create for themselves, but just being that help and being a ball player. I think this season is going to be even way better than them last couple games that I finished up before I got injured. But these guys that I'm playing in the locker room with, they do everything. So just trying to be there and help with that.
Now, you grew up a monster D Wade fan, yeah? Yeah. This man is getting a statue. I think end of the month. Mm-hmm. What does Terry Rozier think the statue should look like? Do you have a pose in mind that should be the D Wade immortalization in front of this arena?
Jumping on the score table.
Yeah,
everybody said this. Yeah,
maybe I got the inside scoop. Who knows?
Did you just drop?
Hey, you know what? You're not though. Everybody said that.
Do you feel Terry, I get into fights sometimes, man, because D Wade, that's my Michael Jordan. That's the GOAT to me. Did you ever get into arguments as a young man because people didn't give D Wade the respect he deserved?
All the time. Because I grew up in Ohio, Cleveland, Youngstown, where everybody cheered for LeBron. So me being how tall I was, my game, I definitely reflecting more on D Wade, who I like, and I used to have to argue with all my friends because he's a huge LeBron fan, so all the time. I couldn't even count how many arguments I got into it for Dwyane Wade.
I didn't know you were from Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Leroy played for the
the
Browns.
Browns.
Okay. That's
yeah.
what's up. That's what's up.
When it was snow for no reason whatsoever. People don't understand. People
got that.
People don't understand that you'll be outside it's sunny, and then you go inside and come back out of snow.
Bipolar weather for sure.
Yeah.
What was the move like you would practice of D Wade's all the time? Like was it like over the head? Was it like
it was just always
Euro?
falling? I was always falling. Always falling. My high school coach, my young coaches always just be on me, tell me stop falling so much, but just couldn't help.
So you had to love that commercial.
Falsy.
So you get us out. Yeah.
So like, but like that's crazy. So you're talking about like you're not playing in the organization, obviously that he was famously in. Like, what was it Goosey? Was it Goosey's galore when you first put on that Heat jersey? You're like in his locker room. Is there any like? I know it's probably easy in the sport to be jaded by stuff. You see so much cool stuff, but was that one of those moments like you'll always remember of being now I'm on D Wade's team or I'm in his franchise?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just dope. It's just dope. Full circle moment. I grew up watching, organization, loving it because of D Wade, and now being in the same locker room that he was in. It didn't set in probably till like a month after I got traded. It was because everything happened so fast, but. Like I said, I'm grateful and thankful to be.
How about when you met him?
How did I feel when I met him?
Yeah,
it was crazy. I probably had like 20 questions to ask him, but once I met him, I froze. I didn't even have no questions for him. But they was playing New Orleans Pelicans in Louisville right before my second year in college, and they went there for a preseason game. And right when he got there at the hotel, he sat down in the lobby probably for like 2 hours. Him and Udonis has him, and that was my first time meeting him. So, just that impression right there alone. The first time meeting somebody, he sit down, take the time, 2 hours of his day, just land. So that was dope. That was dope.
You had a tweet on like one of these montages somebody posted of you this offseason. You responded, "Watch this." What are we watching? Like what like went through your mind there? Like you feel like there's another level you're going to get to this year, or a different comfort? Is there like what do you feel like when you're looking back at the summer? Like what do you feel like you're going to bring to the table this year with this team?
I think I'm gonna bring a lot. I'm self motivated. I don't need no one else to motivate me. It's been a long off season. It was tough sitting the guys. It was tough sitting and watching the guys play in the playoffs. So I got a lot of I got some revenge in me that I'm coming for. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Can you just flip that mic right in front of your mouth there, Jay? I'm sorry. I apologize that. So from your standpoint, did you watch the playoffs? Like was that one of those things, or did you want to be away from basketball when you were hurt?
I watched playoffs. I watched us, but once I don't think I watched the second round or the conference, but I definitely watched the finals. I watched a little bit of the finals.
How difficult? I don't want to like pry too much, but like, did you feel okay, or did you know something was wrong? Like, is this one of those things where like sometimes people say doctors are saying I can't do certain things, or so like, did you feel physically okay at a certain point in the summer? Because I know you just got cleared.
In the summer, I definitely felt a little better. It's just progressing, just keep getting better. But this whole off season. I've been feeling great. So I've probably been feeling good ever since I would say June, July. So, it's been these last couple months of feeling great and making sure I can, keep getting better and, strengthen them areas that, I got hurt at. So, it's just, I'm just thankful that, that I'm here today and I can still play right now.
From your standpoint, with Tyler, like working with him, it felt like such rotten luck because when he got back is like right when you got hurt. So is there anything you guys, I guess, have partaken in this offseason or just relationship wise, not even playing basketball, just like, I guess, getting to know each other to kind of speed that up going into this year?
Yeah, me and Tyler, we kick it, we hang around each other. We obviously see, the stuff that people say, but, we definitely ain't played that many games together. We two ball players that, want to get out there and play with each other, prove a lot of people wrong. But it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting for us to see, for everybody else to see, how this can work, and we know it can.
Terry Rozier, appreciate the time, man. Thanks so much.
Appreciate you guys.
There you go. Scary Terry. Appreciate him giving us some time here on the show today. Thank you so much. And that was fun, man. Good dude.
By time.
Good dude.
By the time we get to, I didn't know he was from Cleveland.
I knew he was from Ohio. I didn't know what part of Cleveland he was from.
Yeah.
But he is that was a hell of a game that he had though.
Oh, when he was just shooting it from everywhere over everybody. Yup.
Definitely one of those things where he is I love that he got put into it. Oh, this I'm very excited about. One of the rookies is heading on over here. This man has great hair. I'm just gonna say it right off the bat, Leroy.
Hey.
What? What's the problem?
I don't have hair, dude. Why would you throw it in my face that somebody got some
that.
nice hair?
I wasn't making it a thing or nothing like that.
And I'm almost 30 years older than him.
Well, listen, I can't help that, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Pelle Larsson here, Miami Heat, second-round pick, joining us here on the show. Pelle, thanks for the time, man. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for that introduction.
How are you, buddy?
I'm great.
Would you agree with this statement? Pelle Larsson has better hair than Pat Riley.
Ooh, I mean, he's been in that game for a long time. So
He's been in the hair game.
He's definitely the top of the chain right now.
Would you did you get to meet Pat? Has that been an interaction? What were the first interaction with the Godfather? What was that like?
Yeah, I mean, got the call on draft night. That was probably the first interaction, and then he's been in the gym with us when we're practicing and watching and giving good advice. So that's been great.
From your standpoint, what have these pre-camp workouts been like? Getting to kind of know you had such a great run in the summer league that we all saw with with Keyshawn, with Khalil, and all that. But like getting to know some of the vets around, what has that experience been like for you?
It's been really, really cool and a lot of good moments. We've been playing against the vets, us young guys, and it's obviously a challenge. But we got the best of them a few times too. So. It's been a lot of learning and a lot of adjusting and to the new game.
So you went vets versus rooks. Is that how it was going in the summer?
I mean, a little bit. Yeah, we've been mixing up, but most of the time.
I saw you post on Instagram something very scary because you were golfing in Sweden and a moose was on the golf course, and I got to tell you. That would immediately be the end of golf for me. I think that would be the end of the day. How of a regular occurrence is this with moose in Sweden?
I mean, I would think probably a gator is a little bit more scary than a moose.
No, because hey, you can just run away from a gator, but you can't run away from a moose.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe if you're fast enough side to side, but
that's what they say. They say zigzag on a gator.
Yeah,
a moose. I don't know what you do, man.
For a gator.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I need to know.
Well, we're giving you some Florida lessons here, Pelle. We're trying to. You give us moose lessons. We give you gator lessons on how to.
I
stay
think
safe.
it's been debunked though.
What?
Running
zigzag thing, yeah.
No, first of all, they're
they
not.
Said that
sounds
didn't
like somebody
really
who
work.
did it too slow.
They're not. Alligators aren't normally aggressive unless you mess with them, right? Or like say if you walk on the edge of water, they feel threatened, they attack you. Whereas I don't know about a moose. Like he's already. You're not in the bushes. On the golf course, so I don't know how they attack or not attack.
Nah, they're minding their own thing pretty much most of the time, unless you go for their kids or something. I don't know, but they're pretty chill. Just don't get into that line of sight, probably.
What did kicking back to the summer league? That was such a cool run. You guys seemed very united. You all came in there with a purpose. What was that experience like? You guys winning the summer league title.
Yeah, I mean, we got smacked the first game in San Francisco, and that was the start of the journey. The start of the get back kind of was our theme, making sure that would never happen again was a big emphasis in the meeting after that game. But also we played a game the day after, so we had to change really quick. But it was just a lot of fun. We had a great team, and I think the most unselfish team. I think that's why we won. Guys that, maybe gave up part of their role a little bit for the benefit of the team. And I think we just played harder than everyone.
It was very impressive to see like somebody new step up every single night with you. Keyshawn Johnson, you guys were college teammates. Like, what is that like having almost like a buddy just kind of come into this NBA experience with you? Because he was very impressive before he got dinged up there at the very end. Like he was very impressive in his early showing too.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Crazy coincidence or not, I don't know. But it's everything's been very, I would say, like normal, and maybe that's having him here has helped a lot. Because just transitioning from my senior year at college into here, he's been at both, so it's kind of felt normal to have him here, and it's been a very good thing.
He's been very impressed by your ability to get in the cold tub. Like, is that like a Swedish superpower?
I mean, I was born in the cold.
That's it.
Born in the winter, so I guess so.
What else? So, like, have you done winter diving into water?
Yeah,
like you've done nut stuff like that?
You go in the sauna and then you dig a hole in the ice. You jump in, you go back in the sauna. It's good for you.
Do you have any tips?
My tip is do it.
Just
do it. That's all you gotta do.
But you can't you gotta just do it. You can't
There's
dip
no
a toe.
thing, no.
You can't. No, you just either get in or don't get in. It's like there's no. Everybody goes up and goes. You just get in.
You can't second guess yourself for a second, because then you're gonna end up there like probably 15 minutes. So.
Right. You got a shout out from Jimmy Butler from, I guess, is that your coach in Sweden, your trainer in Sweden?
Yeah, one of the guys I train with when I'm back home.
It's like a skills coach or something like that. Okay, so what did that mean to you to get the nod from Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun to see him in Sweden and enjoying himself, and also, you know, hanging out with the same people I hang out when I'm back home. They're great people, so I'm glad he's in good hands when he goes there. And yeah, it was cool.
Is there like a hot, because we're seeing European basketballs going crazy. I don't feel like, you know, Sweden is getting necessarily the respect of maybe the other nations so far along. Do you feel like it's a hotbed that's growing as far as skill is concerned, as far as many people love it? Because, you know, the Panthers are full of guys from Sweden on their team, but like, is basketball becoming more popular over there?
For sure. I think, you know, before this year, we've had two NBA players from Sweden, and this year we got 2 drafted. So doubled in 1 year. So I think it's definitely on the right trend up.
You posted this photo of you in the Heat sweatshirt. Were you legit? Did you just like the logo, or were you like a Heat fan growing up?
No, my family, we went to Florida for vacation when I was probably like 12, and we watched the big three play, Carmelo and the Knicks in the American Airlines Arena. So it's pretty cool to have that. And I had a bunch of Heat gear from that trip. So
that's got to be crazy. So all of a sudden now you're playing for that team.
Yeah.
Like did you ever think one day that's going to be me?
I mean, that was always a dream, right?
Right.
And then when it finally happened, you're like, yeah, you know, it was cool.
But you became a Heat fan because you came here, right? It's not like, and the big three was pretty big at that time.
Yeah, I mean, I never really had one team I was like diehard fan for, I would say.
Right.
So I can't claim that I was a Heat fan my whole life. And now
just looks great though.
But I for sure was a fan of that team, and they looked like they were having so much fun. So yeah.
Well, man, listen, we're hoping that you have a fun season ahead. People think the world of you as a player and say that you're going to fit right in here with this organization. So we appreciate you giving us some time, and we look forward to the year, man.
Thank you.
That's Pelle Larsson. We'll take a break here from Heat Media Day. Back with more after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy. We are live from Miami Heat Media Day. Thank you to everybody who has stopped by thus far today. We have had Bam Adebayo, Smoke, Leroy, and Dominoes.
Oh my! It wasn't even close.
It
was a bit embarrassing, if I had to be honest.
Well, listen. I don't want to talk about him when he's not here.
That's the only time I want to talk
But you know,
it was not good.
It was not good.
You know,
He was
one of the-
sweating.
he changed the rules. He changed the rules.
It is. It's one of those things. Like it's the class.
He's here. Be cool.
But it is like one of those things. Like when a fighter loses a fight,
How did he find?
and then he's like,
snacks?
"What are you, a child?
Orange slices? What is it? Halftime at your Pee
So
Wee
you did
football?
bring snacks. Oh, everything good?
Get his phone, huh?
Oh, JFig, don't get hurt.
What's going on here?
So yeah, we've had a lot of people stop by. Pelle Larsson, we just had him. Scary Terry.
You should ask him about the Swedish Swish, or do people already say that?
Damn it!
I gotta bring him a little pack of Swish the Sweets so he knows what.
He's not gonna know what that is.
Huh?
Pelle's not gonna know what that is.
No, but that's what if you're gonna call him Swedish Sweet, no, you gotta call him Swish the Sweets.
I don't think you gotta have something for the intangibles though.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
look, both audiences getting fulfilled.
I see intangibles buying Swish the Sweets.
Do you?
Well,
you know, they have a certain look.
okay.
They look a little
look like Malibu's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Schmied and Schwanna goes, Pelle Larsson, handsome.
I'm
He's
telling
a
you.
good looking fella. I'm not gonna lie. That's why immediately I was like, kind of in the class of Pat Riley. But I'm not gonna lie.
Pat Riley. I mean, come on, though.
Pat Riley. There ain't Pat Riley's Pat Riley. You know,
that's the
So,
Godfather here.
That's that. But yeah, he was fantastic. Appreciate him stopping by. And we had Scary Terry, Spo,
Tyler.
Tyler was great.
He was having fun.
Tyler was having fun.
Terry is quiet.
Tyler was having fun.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had Tyler leave. I thought Love Love was hopping in here like playing leapfrog.
For sure.
So it was one of those.
You know, I like old school. I like Kevin Love.
So, but
Even
he
though
was.
you have flip flopped on him on numerous occasions.
Heat Colt says, "What's embarrassing is if the guests can read the Twitch comments, we've embarrassed the station."
I've been trying to hide that.
That did happen I thought for sure because JFig got up when Verhage was coming. I was like, "Oh no, she left the comments open."
Oh,
well, that was
He's gonna have the thing about the Yotes.
I was gonna bring it up, but you always seem to dangle something in my face. That
Have you
gets
gotten
me-
away with anything today? I'm trying to.
I don't feel
recall.
like I have. I feel like
Well,
no, he's coming with a
actually,
clean
the
slate.
whole-
Actually,
I feel like I have come in with a clean
Tyler's-
slate.
Let's say Tyler Swift. I'm going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
No, you didn't ask if he was being swole.
I think
No,
it's
'cause he
spoke.
didn't look swole.
I think it's spoke. I think he said that he beefed up though.
But beefing up doesn't mean you get swole.
I saw he said he was the heaviest. I did see a tweet about that because I haven't been paying attention to like full disclosure because I haven't paid attention to any of the podium stuff. Been a whirlwind day. We'll catch up on all that stuff tomorrow. I know that Jimmy Butler.
We've literally
I don't know.
started the show
And it was
up
like,
until
boom.
now, and we've had not one off segment almost.
No, it's been
Yeah.
it's been wild.
And it's game day.
He said, he told reporters he went from 189 to 201. Whoa.
So-
Gotta get every pound.
But
Gotta
here's,
get every
here's
pound.
the thing.
That's pretty good though.
But here's the thing, though.
To gain that way,
He's getting his man body.
Yeah.
Like you don't come into the league just a natural living. You're gonna put on some weight. With now he's had what 5 years,
6 years.
6 years.
Wow.
Oh, he's had 5 years to date.
Yep.
Of being in a program. Naturally, you're gonna start getting your man body.
Have you seen Jović?
I
haven't seen him.
That's the one guy.
I saw Jaime.
Yeah.
Saw Jaime.
Damn,
Did you
keep
cut the
doing
hair a little?
drive-bys.
Cut the hair. Oh, he just keeps insulting you.
Yeah. and then he's like
waving the
he's
score
like
out there.
that old parent. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, Igor, it's okay.
He feels bad for you.
No, don't feel bad for me. You manipulated the rules. Did he? Yes. All of a sudden,
There was rule
you said when
chicanery?
he said I got 20. I'm like 20. We not.
But technically, you did tell him that you'll play however,
Yeah, but you
however
could-
way he does, and that's
yes,
how he was
but
doing it.
was it clear when we started with no pen or pad.
Nothing was clear.
Right.
But
That's my
I
point.
will say, as a person who knows you, I know you weren't doing well because you would have told him about it.
No. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. I wanted to get, as soon as I get to a point where I can get him. So once I locked the board up and he started grabbing all them bones, then I started, chatting a little bit more. But yeah, at no point in time were we clear on the rules until he said 20.
Crazy.
But I get him. No.
I don't know if you will.
No, I'm gonna get him.
Now that you're aware of the game, I got more faith in you. But I'm not gonna lie, I was rats off of shit pretty quickly. Very quickly.
I wasn't rats off a ship, dude, but I knew.
No,
I could just tell. I could just tell. It wasn't. You weren't happy with the situation.
Okay, where
he
did you
did
even
not
find
go to
these?
get his phone in the car. He went to go get orange slices.
How did you have orange slices?
They were
Yeah, I
underneath
do.
his chair. What were they?
How long have they been
Were
there?
they?
How long have they
Leroy?
been? Nope.
Leroy?
Mike? No.
Oh.
You're not
How
taking
long
another
were they
bite.
in your
I want to
car?
know how long those orange slices have been there.
Since this morning.
Liar!
No. Now,
Liar.
so here's what happened.
Those are overnight oranges.
Here's what happened. I'm gonna be truthfully honest in case I get sick. So here's so yesterday when I went golfing, I put orange slices in my cooler. Right? Because I put them in my cooler because when it gets hot, you need to eat something. Like you can't just drink fluids. So I had my orange slices. When I got home, we were outside cleaning the pool or whatever. So I brought my cooler, outside, put some more ice in, put some more drinks in there. But before I put more drinks, I took the orange slices and put them on top of the dryer. Right? When I was leaving this morning, I say, Mel, can orange slices survive the night? Right? She goes, yeah. So I grabbed them. I ate a couple on the way here. Then when I went to get my phone, I was like, damn, them orange slices. They've been sitting in a hot car. Say maybe I just taste one. And,
that was all she wrote.
I don't see nothing green on them.
Sweden says they started off as seeds in your car. Apparently, that's how long
So did it survive the night in my car? No. But
on top of your dryer, all good.
They have been. They were
least,
indoors.
At least you weren't parked outside.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying
kind of.
They were in the house.
They were, but not in air condition though.
Yeah.
Just in a different area.
No, just in the.
house.
I'm just this morning.
I'm just saying but you've been here for 4 hours.
Oh, and it wasn't
almost?
in the sun. Yeah, it was
Wasn't
in the
sun.
garage. Like,
Yeah, but that.
No, it
Very
wasn't in the
hot
garage. I have air conditioning where my dryer and
No, I mean like in this. You're in the
This
P2
garage,
garage right now. Is what I'm
Where
saying.
were those oranges in your car?
on my seat.
P2?
Easy. I did realize though.
Easy access.
Can I
from
just
the seat.
realize? I want to
Was it in
say
your glove
this.
compartment?
No,
Right
I
on the
want to
seat.
say this.
Emergency slices.
Eating oranges while driving. That's why they didn't get all eaten.
It's a gamble.
Because after the first one, I was like, I was like,
You're
I was
risking your life trying to peel them as you go.
No, they were already cut. So I was biting. Trying to drive.
This guy is
Come on,
Like,
man.
risking
I was
his life
hungry.
for vitamin C.
I was hungry. I'm gonna die with a bite of a chicken wing in my mouth because I crashed.
We have to go check underneath his car.
Yeah,
right,
No, there's
before
nothing.
he leaves today.
There's nothing. Not even
It's-
chips or nothing.
The autopsy is just gonna go
Even
straight
not
to your
you
mouth.
would've gone.
And I want to let you guys know the NASCAR playoffs are set for Homestead Miami Speedway in the end of October. And you guys can win a 4-pack of tickets to see it all unfold. To enter, go to WQAM.com/contest. If you can't win, purchase tickets at HomesteadMiamiSpeedway.com. We will take a break. Back with more from Miami Heat Media Day and Leroy's Oranges. Back up to this. All right, welcome back, you rascals. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Hey, join the WQAM on-air staff at Smoke on the Water in Weston for Whiskey Stars and Cigars. It is going to be next Wednesday, October 9th, presented by Edmore Sawgrass Automall. Enjoy a fine whiskey, a good cigar, and sports talk with the WQAM
What kind of
on-air
whiskey?
staff. Fine. That's what I said. Fine. Fine whiskey. A fine whiskey. It's free to attend, but you got to RSVP at WQAM.com, which will get you an invite and a complimentary cigar. Must be over 21. Drink responsibly. Come hang with the WQAM on-air staff at Whiskey Stars and Cigars on Wednesday, October 9th at Smoke on the Water in Weston. It's presented by Edmore Sawgrass Automall. Official partner, the Main Man. There's no way to help you flip your biz and cash out big than the Main Man. Go online to themainman.com. And sponsored by the injury law firm of Cohen and Judah, where a partner handles every single case. Call them up, 866-FAIR-FEE. Whiskey Stars and Cigars coming at you next Wednesday. Let us get to our headlines now, which are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Teos, and the Atlas. Remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. Did you guys see that Tom Brady and Baker Mayfield got into a bit of a piston match yesterday?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah.
Well,
dude.
here's the thing. Like, Tom Brady what game did he do that game?
He did that game yesterday.
He was talking as if, like, Baker was an idiot playing quarterback.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, got to give him easy throws. Got to give him, throws that he can make and whatever.
Well,
Meanwhile, Baker was lighting him up, right?
Tom Brady's very down on this generation's quarterback. He thinks
he thinks the play makes it easier on them. They don't have to do anything but just throw it.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me very much of Derek Jeter owning the Marlins. Like, he very clearly didn't want to be there, but it's like it's an opportunity he feels like he has to take. And with Tom Brady broadcasting, it feels very much like he doesn't want to do it, but they threw so much money at him that he's like,
how do you say no?
How do you say no to that, to do one game a week? But like, yeah, he doesn't seem like he likes football that much, at least the way it's being played today.
Yeah.
He doesn't like any of the players, and
he's annoyed by everything.
And 3 games in, he's old man, get off my lawn.
Yeah, that was strange. It's not like Baker said anything, mean. He just said that, obviously Tom Brady had it a little bit more uptight around here. Makes sense.
His quote was, the building was a little bit different with Tom here. Other than obviously playing wise, Tom is different. He had everybody dialed in a high-strung environment, so I think everybody was pretty stressed out. They wanted me to come in, be myself, bring joy to football for the guys who weren't having much fun. And Tom Brady's retort to that was, I thought stressful was not having Super Bowl rings. If I wanted to have fun, I would go to Disneyland with my kids. Which, by the way, there's no way Tom Brady's fun at Disneyland. I'm just telling you right now.
No
There's no way. There's
And
no
his kids
way.
are going to be having more fun than him.
No, there's no way.
I mean, look, again,
can't even eat an elephant here.
Think about
Turkey leg? Can
this.
they have a turkey leg? No.
Even when you think about what it was like in
New England?
New England.
Yeah.
Right? Even when you think about the way it was in New England, everybody talks about how tense and stressful it was around there, but they were winning, so they ate it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah, I get it.
Well, there was 2 curmudgeons there, if I'm being honest.
It's a curmudgeon off.
Yeah, it was Tom Brady, who was Mr. Perfect. No one's gonna work harder than me. But it was also Bill Belichick, which I know you said, and we've seen now. I can't get enough of Bill Belichick now.
I'm sick of him.
Sick of this.
I just think Bill was more aware of how he had to be to get things done, whereas some guys think they have to be that way, right? There's no purpose. He's just, I'm going to be this guy. There's nothing wrong with Tom Brady being and thinking that way, because that's the way he played. He's had an unbelievable amount of success.
Of course.
So why would he think it should be done any other way? However, you also have to be aware, for the same reasons that Mike McDaniel is the way he is, for the same reason why a lot of the young coaches are the way they are, is because there's a different way to reach people nowadays. And having everybody in a stressful, intense situation doesn't make them play better. And that's what everybody's starting to learn. So, yeah, same thing at Alabama. What did the coach say about oh yeah, he practices hard and he's this, he's that. But things are a lot looser here than when Nick Saban was here.
Right.
Right? Like, yes.
But you want to know the thing that's weird about it is Bill Belichick and Nick Saban are old. Tom Brady's not that old. Like, why does he act like this?
He has handled himself like a 60-year-old man for the last 15 years of his career.
It's true.
Maybe he's crying out for help.
Big stiff.
Like, huh?
He's a big stiff.
He's a big stiff, but maybe he's just, everything's finally catching up to him, man. Maybe he's finally feeling the pain.
Catching up and making $27 million a year. What's going to catch up to him?
You saw him with his index cards? I almost went to Chicago. Shut up.
Oh, that was another thing yesterday.
Enough of this guy.
This is where he almost went in free agents. Who cares? You did it.
Yeah.
You know what that's like? That's like when people tell me where LeBron almost went. They're like, we might have gone to Chicago. Did you believe LeBron and Dwayne almost went to Chicago? Yeah, I'm sure they had. Oh, you mean that the people who had The Sopranos refilmed? Oh, LeBron thought about going to the Knicks. No, he didn't. He's just doing that to fill your little ego. I almost went to Chicago, guys. Love me. Great. But you didn't, and you went to Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Can you imagine what it would have been like?
Yeah. No, I don't. It probably would have ruined it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Chicago.
It's still Chicago.
I don't know.
I
Like,
don't know who was on Chicago back
first
then.
of all, you have to have a coach that's on your wavelength, meaning that y'all have to think alike.
What year did
Right.
he go? Was that 2021, Brady?
2020, I think.
2020.
2020.
Not
It
a
was
real
pandemic.
season. Not a real season.
You want to know what if Tom wants to be so honest right now, why don't you be honest about you and the Dolphins tampering together?
Oh!
If you want to be honest, Tom Brady,
answer.
Why don't you answer for your crimes? Because you were on that boat,
All right.
and Brian Flores didn't want you as quarterback because he thought you were washed, and then you and Sean Payton schemed together to try and take over the Dolphins. Why don't you talk about that, Tom? If you want to talk about different things that you might have done, why don't you talk about getting the Dolphins to lose a first-round pick?
Yeah.
Because you just had to be a chatty Cathy with your boy Bruce Beal, who I didn't even know existed. Stephen Ross, you need better friends. Because this guy, he was like yickety-yakking all over the place. And here you are without a first-round pick. If you want to talk about something, Tom, do me a favor. Why don't we all sit around for story time for that? I'll be like this. Do tell. Tell me that, Tom.
Thomas.
This guy.
Not too much.
Sure.
Poor.
Did you really use the phrase yickety yak?
Guys, if
That's
I
what
was
you
having
got.
fun, I would go to Disneyland, even though I totally would hate that place. Did you guys know I was almost a bear? No, but I know that you were almost a dolphin, and you won't talk about what you did to answer for your crimes.
Hey, but wait. You do realize in these situations, Tom Brady doesn't initiate the conversation.
I don't know that. No,
I
he
don't
does.
know that.
It's all
see,
an orchestrated event.
You assume that, but I don't know that. I don't know that.
You're the worst. Because you, like,
I don't know that.
You think Tom Brady called down here and said, "Hey, meet me on the boat"?
Yeah. You don't think it's possible that he
No.
goes, Steve, tell Bruce I'm ready. What does that mean? You know what that means.
You know.
You know what that means.
Click.
Wink.
What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with him?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? He doesn't like Disney World.
We're still talking about Tom Brady.
That's what I'm saying. Right? This is what he wants. All the attention on me. And not the fact that Baker Mayfield lit up the Eagles.
True.
Having fun. Maybe he hasn't heard the term there's different ways to skin a cat. I don't know. Some goat. Old goat. That's what you are.
It's not fair, too.
You ever ask somebody when you say there's a lot of different ways to skin a cat?
Yeah.
Name two.
Frontward,
Upside
backward.
down.
Oh, that's three.
What?
Frontward, backward, upside down.
Most things you skin upside down.
So the blood goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Why would you? So that's why you wouldn't do it the other way.
Frontward.
I don't know. Maybe you don't want to look the cat in the eye.
True.
I have a hard time looking at it. That's why I can't go to one of them. Which I have the Kaichi.
Kahachina.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll look that.
Yeah,
pig
I
right in
can't
the
look.
face.
I can't look.
with the apple.
I
in his
remember the
mouth.
first time I went to one, I was like, "Where the baby backs at?" because they just go in there and just go like we sitting around the campfire, right? No, where my baby bags? I want to just go in there. Got some barbecue sauce.
Gotta point them out.
Point them out. I take it from here.
This guy's doing surgery to the baby.
Yeah.
Scalpel.
You want a full rack or you want a full rack or half a rack?
We'll take a break here on the show. We are live from Heat Media Day, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. Back with more after this. welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Stream it live on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 56 WQAM. Good to be here with everybody.
Yep. We've had this is our finest stretch of players. We haven't done zero show.
We have done zero show. It's been a whirl.
We haven't talked about Monday Night Football at all.
I know, and this is Dolphins.
And
one of the craziest games.
Big game.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, so we should talk about the one thing with Monday Night Football. No surprise, but Snoop is starting. Snoop is starting.
Well, we find that out what Friday?
Spoiler alert.
The Saturday night. I think
Saturday night.
Officially Saturday. What is your thoughts on starting? Do you think that's the right call with
I would say
with him and Tim Boyle? Because
I think they're looking at that position right now and going, if they're not going to make quick decisions, we might as well have somebody back there that can escape.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Because I would say that Tim Boyle is not no farther ahead of the game plan than Huntley, right? But at this point, Huntley might give him a better chance to have success because he can extend certain plays. And that's where you are. You're making decisions like that. Now, what's crazy is you go from Anthony Richardson to Joe Flacco, and they're the opposite.
Right. Yeah.
Joe Flacco is not moving.
Nah, but Joe Flacco, he's Joe Flacco.
He's Joe Flacco.
That's what he knows now.
Joe Flacco.
He's like a souped up Matt Moore. He just knows how to come in and cook.
No, but he got a little more of a
He's got
resume.
credentials. Of course. That's why I said
Super Bowl.
That's why I said souped up.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was the same.
What I like about Huntley too is like he may not learn the playbook as quick as one would be comfortable with, but I do think that maybe McDaniel designed some plays for him. Nothing crazy.
Here, let me say this. You don't change your offense because you're thinking 10 guys versus 1, right?
Yeah.
But what you will do is you'll tweak it so that the plays that he is running gives him the flexibility to do what he does well. But so I love to say, design a game plan for him. You don't do it.
Yeah.
Like your offense, they've had the same offense for 3 years. They ain't changing. So you got to you don't have to accommodate the quarterback because you got 10 other guys on the field. You can tweak it, but the quarterback has to accommodate the offense. So that's kind of how that goes. So will it be more zone reads? Everybody says, run some more zone read and let him, run the ball a little bit. I'm like, hey, you jackasses. That's why you're in this spot now. And you're going to send another guy out there? You got 2 quarterbacks who are sitting next to each other hurt. And yours, he can run. Let's run him on out there.
Well, and officially, Teron Armstead is not playing today.
Shocker.
No Armstead, no Mostert,
and no Kendall Fuller. So they don't have one of your starting cornerbacks.
I didn't realize that.
And it looks like David Long is going to miss the game, so you're starting linebacker. What's up, Jose?
David Long is going to miss as well?
Heat original.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Long. He was doubtful. Hammy.
Ugh. Okay, I got a question, and maybe you'll probably know more about this. And this could be just
the professional football player. Me.
That'll be Leroy.
Him?
I'm like, wow, you look at me. Like, you dabbled in it a little bit. I'm gonna direct this one at you.
Do you think the warm weather? Because I've noticed quite a bit of injuries beginning to pile up for the Dolphins and the Miami Hurricanes. Do you think warm weather contributes to soft tissue injuries?
No, but dehydration does.
Oh, okay.
So it depends on
not a complete idiot.
Yeah. Sweet.
Congratulations.
So
when you aren't hydrated, your muscles don't have any water in them, and then you get tears or cramps, or that's what cramps are.
Oh, Virginia Tech tried to pull that so many times this weekend. Anytime they needed a minute or their team was tired, go down injury fake injury.
It's an epidemic.
Oh man.
No, we used to do that too.
No, but this is getting.
Yeah,
I think
but you didn't have social media blasting every single one of them.
What about the guy? What about the guy that did
The fake trust fall. That was Arkansas State.
Like, he just all of a sudden, he's hot. He just said, it's just so
Stiffened
good.
up.
So good. I don't know. I just noticed that there was a lot of injuries, and
I think it's like, I won't say as much in college, but I think in the NFL, guys aren't ready to start the season.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. There's certain things you have to do to get ready for something. You can't get ready for the mile by only running hundreds, right? It's not possible. So how are you going to be ready to come out and start the season full go, and you've only played one series of football in the last month or since the end of last season, and they want you to play a whole game? So now you're coming out, you're wrestling with other pros, those guys also, and now you're getting banged up and soft tissue injuries, and you haven't learned how to hit and take a hit and things like that. So I don't know what the answer is.
All right, so just so we know, yeah, it has been a bit of a whirlwind show, so we are kind of behind on like any of the Twitter drama that's going on.
What happened? I heard I was reading like part of it, but what's going on here?
So this is what has happened. So Jimmy Butler apparently was late for Heat Media Day. He said that he had travel issues,
traffic
planned for a Sunday return from Paris. Having planned a return, this is from Ira Winderman. Having planned a return flight from Paris, part of his globe-trotting off-season, Butler had
to add that, huh? Had to add that, huh, Ira? You're not helping, Ira. Ira, you're not helping. Globe-trotting off. You're not helping.
He's a wordsmith.
No. You're not helping, Ira. You're not helping.
Butler had scheduled a return to South Florida on Sunday, less than 24 hours before the team's pre-camp media session. Instead, with travel plans that went awry, Butler jetted back to Miami on Monday, part of a whirlwind week that had also had him in Los Angeles, Spain, and France. The expectation is that Butler will participate in Tuesday's opening training camp practice at the Baha Mar Resort in the Bahamas. Eligible for a contract extension since July, Butler remains somewhat in contract limbo, with Heat President Pat Riley in his season closing remarks in May noting that the Heat have through the end of this upcoming June to decide an extension. Butler holds a player option, and that's that. So I guess, is he not coming? I don't know.
To media day, or
is that where we're at? Because there was some tweets. I saw a tweet from Will Manso that did say he was heard in the background of like a BAM press conference, but I don't know. I got nothing. There's no pictures of him that I see on social media. No fancy look.
Yeah, I've been updating it. I see nothing yet.
Hold on. Let's
Yeah, I got nothing on Jimmy. I did look at some Tyler tweets though.
What did he say? I saw some great quotes from Tyler.
Yeah, I did too. And it was
Tyler was even open to, it sounded like if he needs to come off the bench, he said something like, "We got the best coach in the league. I'm gonna do what he wants."
Because he got his money. That's the whole point. He got the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference when a guy's trying to get the money and then you have him coming off the bench and then they come back and tell you you're not a starter.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're already there.
So
they've paid you the most they could pay you. So now it's just a matter of doing whatever they ask.
Yeah, it says here, y'all can say I'm a starter or I'm off the bench. We're going to let the best coach in the league decide, and we're going to let one of the best GM/presidents ever to do this decide.
All right, so Will Manso said Bam Adebayo stops mid-answer when he hears Jimmy Butler in the background and says, "I'm here." And Bam said, "You know who that is." But here's the clip that Will put up.
Domino, checkers, dominoes, NBA. Y'all know who that is. But being
all right, so yeah, you hear somebody that I'm here.
Checkers, dominoes, NBA. Y'all know who that is.
That may have been Leroy.
Yeah, that's right. Dominoes, fool.
Wait, was it Leroy?
Sounded like Leroy to me.
You've been yelling this whole time.
But I don't think they know, like, who. I think they just.
That was Leroy. Last time,
I will say from that room though, you can hear pretty. Like if you're a reporter sitting up front, you can hear pretty distinctly who's in that hallway.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it translates as great on that mic pickup, but
maybe gum will help.
Yeah,
dude, I'm so hungry.
My boy Slim, I think he doesn't care if I say this, but he says his theory is Jimmy Butler showed up in too crazy of an outfit. Pat Riley told him to go.
He came.
Pat Riley's like, handlebar mustache, really?
Really?
Oh man, who
What
knows?
would be too crazy for Pat Riley?
That's what I was thinking.
I'm trying to think of.
I mean,
where would he
wait.
go?
I think emo,
Yeah,
probably.
for sure.
Do you
But that's
think
what I'm saying.
do you understand some of the
Would it be
things
great if
that
he
Pat Riley has seen in his days?
Wouldn't it be great if he showed up looking like Pat Riley, like he goes slick back hair?
That'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty good.
That's probably
Just
why he got sent
having him
home.
look like Cat Williams with the Armani suit.
Yes.
If he came in with the Cat Williams,
Pretty good.
That would have been funny.
The perm. That'd be pretty
Pat
good.
Riley, like Jimmy Butler dressed as Pat Riley, and be like, "No contract talk now."
Pretty good.
Man,
They'll conduct
I
the
wish that was
contract
a
talk.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I can't wait later to put the video of Spo doing the traveling call over his disbelief that he does that. He was so like, what?
Ridiculous. What a ridiculous line.
Really? Is that
He's
a
just
meme?
so
He
in the
goes,
moment.
"Do
he
I
doesn't
do that?"
know.
I'm like, "You don't know what you do to call travel."
you almost did the
flailing.
boot scooting boogie with it one time. He was scooting across the floor.
we know it goes fingers.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Been interesting, man. A jam.
You know what you know what you do, Spo.
You know
You
what
know
you
what
do.
you do.
You know what you do. We'll take a break. We don't know if any more surprises are along the way.
Too
but
late.
Not too late. If
You never
Nico
know.
Jović
It's
shows
never
in, I'm
too
giving it a
late.
5.
I remember when you left last time. Sorry, when you left last time, Kyle Lowry came in.
That's true.
I know.
But I have to go now too because I have to go do the pregame. We have
Nah,
Game Day
sure.
Uncensored coming up. By the way, that was technically 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored. Brought to you by
Yes.
Lexus RX.
It's
the luxury
amazing.
SUV for those who never want to lose their edge. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
The only day of the year that would stop us talking Dolphin football
Yep.
on game day.
Crazy Canes game.
Also,
Monday
Tua
Night
being
Football.
hurt.
Yeah, true.
Crazy Canes game.
But you know,
It's been a whirlwind. We
locked
talked
into
about
the
it.
heat. Locked into the heat.
We got all week, baby.
One
Yeah,
segment.
all week, baby.
Yeah, but
All
the
week,
game's
baby.
tonight.
It's just Virginia Tech, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna react to it tomorrow, baby.
We got game day this weekend. They're going to Cal.
Oh, late.
Like
Same night as UFC too.
Good for you.
A double.
I got to tell you,
double espresso night for Tobes.
Robbie already sent out the text over under the amount of plays Leroy watches.
Oh, I'm going under whatever it said at.
10:30.
Gary says 3.
We'll,
I watched the kickoff.
We'll take a break. Wrap things up on the other side. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. And we're closing this thing out the right way, baby. Miami Heat Media Day. You know we had to talk to our guy, Nikola Jović. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. You know, it's kind of.
You feel like a seasoned vet at this now?
Yeah. I really can't wait for it to start.
We were talking to Karan Butler a couple weeks ago, and he was very impressed. He said it showed a lot of mental toughness for you to make it back from your injury to be there for the Olympics. What can you take us through kind of the roller coaster that was the summer and getting yourself ready for that to go and win bronze?
Yeah, I mean the whole injury was an accident, you know. Like I was home preparing, and then I came back here to prepare a little more. The guys here wanted to make sure I'm ready for the Olympics, and just one of the practices I stepped on someone's foot, just a little accident, and the little fracture came out. So it wasn't a perfect timing. At first, they told me I'm not gonna make it, and that was probably realistic. But I wanted to make it so bad, it's because you're not sure what's gonna happen in next 4 years. Am I gonna be able to do it again? I wasn't, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. So I had to make it somehow, and I'm happy that Coach Spo and people from the Heat actually allowed me to do it at the end. All the MRIs and everything were good, but a few days before Olympics, so they let me go, and I'm happy that the people from coaching staff in Serbia, and everybody believed in me and actually waited for me to get healthy, because I basically skipped the whole training camp, which was like a month. So I got lucky that they believed in me and they actually picked me to go with them.
Who's a crazier coach? Your national coach or Spo?
I wasn't.
More intense.
More intense. He might actually be Spo.
Because Spo said it was your coach, your Serbian coach.
I mean, he's intense, but
not like Spo.
Spo gets on certain things. He really gets intense. I mean, you gotta appreciate it because it's something that makes you better, but. Maybe because our Serbian coach is a little older, so he kind of stopped being that intense. But I would say Spo at this point.
That's funny. Spo put it out there first. Yeah, you should see his Serbian coach. Very intense.
He's really intense. I'm telling you, but I will roll with Spo being more intense.
It was interesting. Like last year, people talked about like your confidence coming into the year, but you did have to earn a role in the middle of the year. Was there a thing that you did in the middle of the year last year where you felt like you earned Spo's trust even more? What was that?
I mean, there was a lot going on. Well, I didn't play. Kind of someone who really helped me go through it was Jimmy, because he kind of made me practice with him a few times while he was coming back from the injury. So just my confidence was going up because you play against that guy. We always played 1-on-1, and usually he will beat me, but still playing against one of the best guys in the league, it gives you confidence. And then from that point, I was just waiting for opportunity. It came in, I think, in Golden State. When we played them there in San Francisco, and from then on I just started rolling, and Spo kind of saw how hard I was working, I guess. I mean that's what I think, and he believed in my work, and he just let me go with the team, and I feel like at the end of the season I really showed that I can help this team win and help other guys be better.
Where that relationship with Jimmy, come from, right? Because like he even went to one of your G League games in the midst of the season.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm like, that's a good teammate. If he's going to watch a G League game in the middle of Wisconsin on an off day, he really seems like he had your back on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think from the start he kind of saw that I'm really competitive. Maybe I wasn't. My head was all over the place my first year and everything, but he kind of took me under his wing, and he kind of wanted me to show me how things are done and how to handle certain things, and I'm really grateful for that. He's a great guy, he's funny as hell, and that's why you like to be around him.
He's got your picture in the locker.
Man, I don't know what's wrong with that and how it came out there, but it's bullshit.
What is that? Is that like an old youth basketball picture?
Yeah, it's. I think it's when I was I'm not sure 16. I think it just looked crazy on the picture. I don't know if I just woke up or something, but I just look insane.
You yeah, and the thing with that is you guys not celebrated, but you guys spent a suspension day together because you got into the mix. Was that the Pelicans game? You remember that?
Yeah, I know.
You were like getting into. Did you like not know the rules that you couldn't get into the mega, or were you just backing your guy?
I mean, I kind of know the rules, but it's like it's not just him. Like it was more. I think me and Thomas Bryan.
Yes.
Thomas Bryan got in a conflict, and I'm like, where we come from, you just don't let anyone, mess with your team like that. So, TB could have for sure handled his own, but I wanted to make sure I'm with him, and he knows I'm there for him. So,
right.
I ain't letting anyone, be or try and do whatever with my team because then we both have a problem. So yeah, I was just in a mix in the wrong spot, and I guess that's the rules. Of course, I feel like the rules are not meant to be broken, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta back your guy.
That's it.
Just like I did when you lost to Bam and Dominoes.
I did not.
You didn't back him up.
I backed you up, buddy.
Liar.
I did not lose.
Okay. Well, be a good.
To Bam and Dominoes.
I play him in dominoes, but I thought we were playing a race to 5. I mean, best out of 5, and he was keeping score. So he said 20, and I'm like, whoa, we're not playing that way. So then we kept going. He said 50, game over, and I'm like,
he cheated for sure.
He has a history of this.
Yeah.
So that's why, and so he hurry up and left, and then he keeps walking by, doing the Bam thing.
Yeah.
And so now I'm gonna get him. Don't worry, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him right underneath the jumbotron, and they're gonna have lights on the table, and I'm gonna get him like that.
So is Bam the worst game cheater on the team? Like, who is the biggest offender of that?
I would say him, man. The crazy thing is he would cheat to win in whatever we do, and then he will make sure he won.
You got wasted,
the
dude.
Same thing. See that? Thank you. See,
Wow.
I'm not the only one.
Wow.
I'm not the only one. See, so y'all look.
All right, listen, the
y'all
rematch
know.
is coming. The rematch is coming. Nico, how you obviously you finished last year as a starter. But like do you have like personal goals for this year to like kind of grow off of that? Because you just turned 21 years old. It was tremendous to see what you're able to do on that, playoff stage last year, and you've obviously done a bunch on the international stage. So like what is, I guess, personally your goal for yourself coming into this year?
I feel like for me, how I look at it is I'm trying to be healthy for the whole season. That's the first thing, and then just play as much minutes as I can. I gotta just show people that I can help this team win, and there's so many different ways that I can show it because I'm not gonna be the guy who you're gonna give the ball to and I'm gonna score 25. We have so many of those guys where you just gotta do the simple things, and if I can be great in those simple things, like my shot has to be perfect when I'm open. I have to be at the right spot at the right moment. My defense has to be great. For those are the little things that I need to do for coaches and everybody to just keep believing in me and be like, yeah, he's helping our guys be better. So that's kind of my personal
how tough is it goal. How tough is it being in that role? Not because you want the ball more, but you are a very dynamic player in that you give great court vision. You can get your teammates involved with the ball in your hands. Yeah. So is it tough being at the age that you're at, feeling like I can create a lot of things more, or have you gotten to a point in your career where you handle the limited stuff because it is what it is? There's a lot of big names and veterans on the team and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, just because I'm young, that's why I feel like I have so much time more to show people how much I can do. But at this point right now, that's how I look at I'm not looking at what's going to happen in 2 years. I'm looking about what's going to happen tomorrow. And tomorrow, it's obvious that I'm not gonna go over Tyler or Bam or over Jimmy. Like they believe those guys more. It's something that is gonna be like that for now.
Right.
And I gotta help them. So that's what it's all about. I know in future, of course, there'll be times where I'll be able to show what I can do more, and maybe in future I'll be able to be one of those guys. But for now, I just do stuff that I know I can do good for them.
Isn't it weird? All the things that you're doing now really had nothing to do with why you got drafted. The little things they ask you to do. You don't get drafted high
Yeah.
for doing all the little things.
Yeah. I mean,
but now that's what you're asked to do.
I mean, I guess that's how it is. If you're not like, I guess top 3 picks, that's
right.
just what you got to do. And
right.
It's something normal. And then I guess by the time you show why you actually got drafted.
Right. I got you.
Buddy, get on out of here, man. You got to get to the Bahamas. Appreciate you giving us some time.
Go
I appreciate that, all right?
Thank you.
Thanks,
man.
Thank you, guys.
Nikola Jović, we're looking forward to watching him. One of our
You're
favorites to watch on this team.
You're not going to tell him to
No.
say. Huh?
Why are you stopping him?
What are you stopping?
What?
You're not going to do Babushka for him?
Nope.
Come on.
No way, dude.
hey, no way.
No.
Oh, now you're shy.
See you, Nico.
Don't be shy now.
Don't you?
No.
Oh, listen, I had your back, dude. Like that.
You didn't have my back.
I had your back.
You didn't have my
Oh,
back.
I didn't have your back.
You didn't have my back.
You didn't have my back.
No. Coward. The cowardly lion.
Should have said something.
Should have said something.
I tried to get in your.
Don't you dare do it now.
Handled himself.
No, go outside and do it. Go, Pony.
No. Oh my. You're here. Wait. Why are you whispering?
What?
Why are you whispering?
Say it out loud. Say it with your chest.
Say what out loud?
You know what you want to say.
That's terrible.
Me? I don't say
I'm like,
anything.
you ain't gonna go hit him with a little Babushka?
No.
Do it.
No. We have task at hand. We have camp.
We
don't have time for nonsense.
You are the
We
worst.
don't have time for camp.
Oh my
I saw how he
goodness.
laughed. He knew something was up.
You were the worst.
You look pretty nervous.
Oh, look.
What?
I was like double dutch. I was waiting to jump in.
I'm very disappointed in you.
What?
Because I had your back with Bam, and then I realized
You didn't have my back with
I
Bam.
had your back.
No, you
I
didn't.
unearthed that he was a cheat.
Wait, and you heard him?
Who unearthed that? Me.
I told you what happened. You didn't believe me.
I believed you.
No, you didn't. A little bit. Just like you wanted to whisper,
Mix contract.
Bring it back up.
now all of a sudden, he's like, if y'all would have left me, now I would have kicked his ass. You want me to go get him? No, that's all right.
Oh man.
Come on, why?
What?
I have never
People are
seen
calling you a flip.
I have never seen you turtle up like that.
To do what? To do the Serbian accent? It's more of Slovenian, you know. I don't want to. It's a little distasteful. I'm grown as a broadcaster.
Were you trying to avoid the chat the entire interview?
Oh my god!
Because they were going off.
I am always trying to avoid the chat. The chat
Don't
is
even make
the
eye contact.
worst. You guys want me. You see what you guys want. You want this. You want an official Heat credential. You want it revoked. That's what you want. You want me to be a dancing bear for you. You want me to be a circus clown, and you want this revoked. You want Tim Donovan to walk in here and snatch it
Can
off
I ask you a
off
question?
my neck.
I have to go through this every day where you do Babushka for 30 minutes, right?
We didn't really have
so
time.
Then,
You know,
so
we
they're
didn't
not
really
done.
have time.
He goes,
Time constraints.
then you go, this is your. You whispered. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Oh, come on.
No time for silly sauce with mix contract online.
You are the worst. Oh my goodness. So did we never had a segment without it? We had 2 segments without interviews?
It maybe like
We
3.
maybe had like the third hour.
Maybe like 3.
Yeah.
But that honestly,
that's the most we've ever done.
That's the one I wanted.
Yeah.
That's it. Dude, does he look like a moose? Am I just crazy?
He's a big boy.
But did he get
He's
tall?
probably the
Did
moose
he
that
grow?
was on the in
He's
the
probably
golf
still growing?
course. Is that what?
You understand that he came here when we was how 19? You know he's still growing.
I told you, baby boy is moose.
Oh, okay.
Cross to mix contract.
See, Nico, I told you.
We'll talk to you rascals tomorrow. That's our show.
Join